going to run it. Cuts it up the middle, across the 40, the 45, the 50. He's out across the 45, the 40. He's got the 30, the 25, and he jumps a hurdle in the end zone. Touchdown, Titusville. Yeah.
I like that effort by Hope. That's the second time tonight we've seen that.
Welcome to Titusville Rocket Football on the Stream. The final road game of the season for the Rockets. They're down in Greenville to take on the mighty Trojans. Our coverage is brought to you by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Warm Home and Hearth, by Bayless Fuel, by State Farm Insurance, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by Sylvan Equipment, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Oil Creek Plastics. Rocket Football also sponsored by Larry's Auto Parts, Cabinets by Curtis, Thompson Run Tires, The Blue Canoe, Thermofab, by Armstrong, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, and True Value Hardware.
And good evening from Greenville. It's Titusville Rocket Football. The Titusville Rockets ready to take on the Greenville Trojans, 3-4 Rockets and the 6-1 Trojans. Luke Rio, Steve Bodemer, and Brian DeFonso set to bring you all the exciting action here from Greenville tonight. Good evening, guys.
Good evening, Lucas. How are you?
Another Friday night.
Another Friday night, and we're at a football field. Imagine that. Fall time in Pennsylvania. There's no better place to be than a football field, high school football under the lights. And Greenville, you kind of a kindred spirit anymore in our region, as these guys like to play on grass too. So, and tonight it could get real interesting if, depending upon the weather report, which one you want to believe, it could get wet, could get muddy, just the way we like to play football.
Absolutely, and you can see that there's been a lot of football played on this field. Just to kind of take a look in the middle, you see there's a little areas of underneath the grass starting to show. Typical of a grass field in October in northwestern Pennsylvania, Steve.
Yeah, that's right. And the turf and the field does look in real good shape, even though there are some thin patches, which any grass field's going to give you this time of the year. And here on this particular field, maybe more so, because this is a team that likes to keep the ball on the ground. They like to grind it out on you, and they are very, very good at it.
Yeah, typically over the years, Greenville toss sweep to the right, toss sweep to the left, student body to the left, student body to the right. Often their philosophy is, we know what we're going to do. You know what we're going to do. We know that you know what we're going to do.
See if you can stop us.
See if you can stop us.
Yeah, and
yes.
That's the way it's going to be again tonight, I think. Greenville comes in here 6-1, and their only loss is to the undefeated Slippery Rock Rockets, who are, like we said, undefeated and first in the Region 3 competition. Greenville right on their heels, and that was a very good ball game. Slippery Rock managed to win that one 14-7, so you know this is going to be a very good, disciplined, strong football team here tonight.
Yeah, and the other test that the Greenville Trojans have had this year is against the Hickory Hornets, who a lot of people in the preseason, again, based on their recent success, thought that they were going to be the team to beat. Well, these same Greenville Trojans, I do believe they won that game 14-10. It was a little closer, but still they were able to prevail. And it looks like right now the Titusville Rockets, to be able to get an upset on the road, Greenville and Slippery Rock seem to be the standard bearers in the region this year.
We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back and discuss the season so far for the Titusville Rockets. And a little bit later on in the pregame show, we'll be sitting down with Coach Tom Hancock and get his thoughts on the game against Oil City and his Rockets and how they're prepared for tonight. This is the Rocket pregame show on Stream Television and the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network.
Armstrong is bringing Television Plus to all the TVs in your home. With our new digital adapter, you'll see more value from your Variety Pack or Premium Channel subscriptions. Watch your favorite Variety Pack channels like Disney XD or NBC Sports on every TV throughout your house. See HBO and Showtime series in the kitchen, or hit movies from Stars and Cinemax from the comfort of your bed. To order your digital adapters, visit ArmstrongOneWire.com/turniton. Armstrong, One Wire, infinite possibilities.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Plus, Bayless is your recycling center for your used batteries. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. And we haven't forgotten about you loggers. Bayless Fuel carries Oregon chains and bars, bar and chain oils, helmets, chaps, marking paint, and safety glasses. After you're done, clean up with Gojo Cleaner and Shot Towels. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel in Titusville is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
It's GM's Truck Month all September long at Donovan and Bauer Auto Group in Titusville. This month, pay GM exclusive supplier pricing on select Silverado and Sierra models, and with rebates as high as $5,750 on select models, the best truck savings of the year are here. So it's time for you to stop in and see why from hood to hitch, Silverado and Sierra are the best value of pickup truck on the road today. Tell them how they can find us, Donnie.
Find new roads and visit us on Route 8 North in Titusville or at donovanbauer.com.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has a reliable history of tradition and excellence in the community. They're trustworthy for all your needs, including pre-planning to ease your time of grief when the time comes. Garrett has served Titusville and the surrounding area for over 40 years, treating you with the utmost care, respect, and compassion. The professionals at Garrett are known for extending their kindnesses beyond the funeral. Garrett Funeral Home, now with 2 locations, 203 East Main and 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rockets sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
And welcome back. It's the Rockets and the Trojans tonight. This is the Rocket pregame show. Our coverage is brought to you by our good friends, and we'll get to those here in a second. Here we go. By our good friends at Larry's Auto Service and Thermofab, sponsoring the Rocket pregame show. Steve and Brian, the road so far for the Rockets.
Well, go ahead, Steve. I'll let you chime in first.
I think, at the beginning of the year, you had a team that you weren't too sure exactly what you were going to get with them. Undersized in the front line, both offensively and defensively. Of course, our kids are going both ways. But you had some good skilled positions. But you were still, I think, a little leery of what would happen come Friday night and the lights get turned on. Through the course of the year, I've been really pleased so far with how Titusville's handled themselves throughout the course of this year. Really impressed with Todd Brown and his growth as a quarterback here for Titusville. He's thrown the ball very well. He's run the ball very, very well. And for Titusville to have a shot tonight, he's going to have to continue that.
Yeah, he has, for the most part, made very good and smart decisions with the football. His reads have been extremely well, especially when he has that pitch option. He holds on to it, and he knows when there's an opening, and he's got the type of athletic ability, Steve. Once he gets a little space, he's awful hard to catch once he gets into the open field.
Yeah, he's got this deceptive speed. He doesn't look like he's going very fast, but he gets loose, he's hard to catch. And he's going to need to break a couple here tonight if Titus was going to have success here. But I think coming into the night, the other young man that I have been really impressed with is Brady Corcoran. When you look at a sophomore playing varsity football, and Titusville has had to do that quite a bit over the last few years, play a lot of younger kids, I'm really surprised and pleased with how Brady has performed this year for Titusville, the leading receiver for us. He's a big play kid. He's got that athletic ability and the quick feet to get loose. So, those two guys I'm most impressed with so far this year.
Well, again, you mentioned that Brady Corcoran is only a sophomore. I look at some of the other little things that he's been able to do. His hand positioning when it comes to catching the football. I mean, he's going out there with his hands. He's going out there and grabbing it, not necessarily waiting for it to come to him. These are little things that I try to look for, and that shows me a little maturity beyond his sophomore grade level. So kudos to him. The other kid who I think has kind of worked his way more into the lineup and starting to get a little bit more action in different situations is Skylar McIntyre. He's made a couple of big plays on defense, and if you notice throughout the season, he's been getting more and more opportunities on offense. So I expect him to be targeted with a couple of Todd Brown throws this evening as well.
Yeah, I think so too. And the one thing that I like with Skylar McIntyre more than on the offensive side is the defensive side. He's had to move into the middle. He's playing that middle backer position there with Easton Hogue. And I don't believe he's got a whole lot of experience. So he's stepped into that. He's gotten, and he has to, baptism by fire here, get comfortable with it. And he's started to make some plays in the defensive side of the ball. Overall, I think Titusville so far has to be pleased with the way the season's gone for them. I think, when it's all said and done, they're going to look back so far at a couple of games and think, geez, we should have played a little better, and that would be Warren and then last week in Oil City.
Yes.
I think both of those games, Titusville came out, they were flat, kind of unemotional, and not really, I don't want to say not ready to play, but emotionally at least not ready to play. And I think they're going to look back at that and say, boy, if we'd have played that game like we played against Grove City.
With that intensity,
that intensity, that kind of drive, that kind of resilience, they may have been looking at a win or two more than where they're at now. But that's part of the game. That's part of the high school football. It's tough to get these young kids to mentally focused and emotionally charged every Friday night.
Yeah, and I had a talk with the coaching staff afterwards. It's not that the kids didn't want to do well in last week's game, but he said, sometimes we as coaches, we got to be careful. We got to be careful because we sometimes want these games more than the kids want these games. I said, yeah, I certainly understand. Got to contain yourself. But, Steve, another thing that I want to talk about last week, and this was very endemic of what happened all night long, and if the Titusville Rockets are going to have a chance tonight, they got to find a way to get off the field on third down. I think that was just as detrimental to last week's game was Oil City's running game, especially in the second half. What did they had to hold on to the ball. There's 24 minutes and a half. I would be safe to say they held on to the ball for a good 15, 16 minutes in the second half.
Yeah, Titusville's got it. When you get somebody in 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 10, you got to get off the field. Now, when we say that, I understand kids aren't getting off the field, but we're going to get the ball.
Right.
And that's what you got to do. You got to shut their drive down, get the ball back, and it gives you the opportunity to go and score. And Titusville has had trouble doing that. The other thing that Titusville's defensively has had trouble is giving up that big play.
Yes.
We seem to always, something happens and we give up that big play, and that's just a killer for us.
Larry's Auto Thermofab pregame show. Speaking of coach, we're going to sit down and talk with him when we come back. This is Titusville Rocket Football on Stream Television and the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network.
Anderson Physical Therapy wants to get you back to doing the things you enjoy. Your treatment is customized to you, addressing a variety of aches and pains, including post-op, sports injuries, arthritis, headache, and fibromyalgia. Get the Anderson Advantage in 6 convenient locations throughout the Tri-County region: Titusville, Franklin, Seneca, Clarion, Cochranton, and Albion. Call 814-827-8148. Stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, 814-827-8148.
Come on down to Donovan and Bauer for great rebates at our Jeep Celebration event.
Wait a second, Harv. It's Ram Truck Month with huge discounts and rebates on all of our new Rams.
You guys are both right, but it's also the Great American Driveway event. So let us put you in a new Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram truck in your driveway.
Don't forget Dodge. The Hellcat's coming.
Stop into Donovan and Bauer Auto Group on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
Are you looking for low-cost financial services and outstanding personal attention? Oil Country Federal Credit Union has been providing both to their members for 58 years. Oil Country Federal Credit Union truly can make a difference with a variety of financial services, including checking accounts with no minimum balance and no monthly service charge, generous overdraft privileges, Visa debit, and low-interest credit cards, loans, online bill pay, and more. And now, Oil Country Federal Credit offers the convenience of mobile banking. This powerful tool allows you to access and manage your accounts anytime, anywhere. It's easy to use, it's portable, and it's free. Oil Country Federal Credit Union is committed to offering financial solutions that fit your lifestyle. Log on to oilcountryfcu.org to find out more, or visit them at 1050 East Spring Street in Titusville. Your financial well-being comes first at Oil Country Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back to the Rocket pregame show. Joining me now is Coach Tom Hancock of the Titusville Rockets. Coach, let's recap that game against Oil City. I'd be anxious to get your thoughts on that. It seemed like Grove City was a tough squad. It seemed like, you know, even Corey coming in, at least the perception outside of things, you know, it was going to be a good matchup, and that was a game you guys absolutely dominated. What happened with Oil City?
I mean, that's what happens when, you know, I think we talked a little bit about it last week. We felt that we were a little flat, and we kind of came out. The first quarter, it was just like we weren't there. We weren't ready to play football, and then when we kind of decided, you know what, we can play with them, then we started doing okay. You know, it just in the film, when you reviewed the film, it was always one kid or one or two kids taking. I don't want to say take a play off, but it almost looked that way, you know, and then that just hurts everybody when that happens. So.
Is that frustrating as a coach? Because there's really not much you can do when you're dealing with high school kids, and not to put the blame on that.
No, you don't ever want to put it on the kids either. But it certainly, you know, we tried to warn that this might happen. So be careful. Don't let that happen. Be strong. Be a team. You know, and you know, then when it comes though down to the game, and then it hits. That's what's tough to see, because you kind of mapped it out for them, and then it happens, and then they're kind of dumbfounded, like, hey, you know what, you're right, but why did it happen? Oh.
And it doesn't always hit you right away either. Right. Sometimes it's 20 years after the fact. You look back and you go, you know, wow, that Oil City team, we could have taken them.
Yeah, I think that was you know, one that's gonna. I know the kids were real disappointed with what happened, because we had played so well the previous 2 weeks, and we played as a cohesive unit, and then it was splintered, you know.
How do you rebound from that game and prep for this Friday night?
It's real tough. I mean, it's these 2 weeks coming up, Greenville and Hickory both. You know, they're not easy. They're league games. We have to, you know, take that much more serious, and they are two quality teams. They know what they like to run. It's not a lot of smoke and mirrors with them. They're just going to come at you, and they do a nice job. So we're going to try to take advantage of some of their weaknesses. A lot of teams they play are power-based. They have a lot of good, strong, quick kids on defense. So, you know, we'll try to catch them here and there and take advantage.
Is it a difficult task as the coaches to try to pull that enthusiasm out from the prior 2 weeks, and to, of course, you never know game to game, you know, what's going to happen, but just to take that confidence that they had against Grove City and Corey, and say, hey guys, you show up the next couple weeks with that kind of attitude.
Right, and they know that they are capable of that. You know, the kids, and we keep harping on them. You know, you are capable of competing with anybody in our league.
Absolutely.
It's just that it kind of depends on what team shows up. And the problem is, you know, we're going into their stadium too, and those kinds of things. But sometimes that's a long bus ride. It allows a kid to focus a little bit more too, to understand this is a serious job. So.
Started the season 3 weeks on the road, which can be difficult. After the game against Greenville, you're home for 2 weeks. It's kind of a nice way to wrap up the season, at least a couple games at home.
Yeah, and we haven't had that, you know, really for the last few years. So that's a real nice way to end it, and you know, we're looking forward to those games as well. But you know, this one, again, Greenville has a good winning record. They've beat some quality teams, but they're not real flashy. You know what they're going to do. It's just whether or not we're there to stop what they do.
Absolutely.
So we've put together a few things that we think are different wrinkles, but you know, we've tried different wrinkles for 10, 20, 30 years, the same kind of thing coming at you. So it just depends on how disciplined our kids can be and how long they can, you know, stay in there with them. And they're a team that likes to grind you down, so we have a few wrinkles to hopefully take the ball away and kind of keep that in our corner. So
I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to it. Gonna be a good matchup. Season going fast for you.
It is. It's amazing that there's only, you know, after tomorrow there's only like 2 weeks. I'm like, that's crazy.
No,
so I like that, you know, though, that I hope the kids had as much fun as we do as coaches coaching them. So.
Well, it's a lot of fun watching you guys, and again, not only the kids but the coaches involved. You can tell you guys are there for the love of the game, love working with the kids, and it just makes it exciting to cover. So,
well,
Coach,
I appreciate it. Thank
best
you.
of luck.
Okay,
and we'll talk to you next week.
All right.
This is the Rocket pregame show. We'll be back right after this.
The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
When you want brilliant color, gorgeous coverage, and an elegant finish that lasts, there's only one place to turn. Easy Care and Weatherall, made in the USA by True Value. It's not just paint, it's your personality. True Value. Start right, start here.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Bill Eminger in Titusville is there to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway.
At Sylvan Equipment in Centerville, we want to take this opportunity to salute all Titusville Rocket athletes and those who take part in any and all extracurricular activities. We recognize your hard work and dedication to your school, your community, and your family, and more important, to yourself. While you're working hard on the field or in the classroom, know that the hard-working folks at Sylvan Equipment will be there to support you every step of the way. Best of luck, Rockets, from Sylvan Equipment in Centerville.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. With 60-degree days and 40-degree nights, we all know what's coming soon. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We have 4 models ranging from 43 to 68,000 BTU and very impressive burn displays. We also have added Yodel, America's finest cast iron wood and gas stoves. They are great heaters and add real beauty to your home. We continue to offer the full line of Lopi, Avalon, and FPX wood, pellet, wood and gas stoves, fireplaces, and fireplace inserts. We also offer Cozy King, Fire Chief, and Leisure Line wood coal furnaces and boilers. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
Welcome to Titusville Area School District's presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on the Stream.
And good evening. It's the Rockets and the Trojans here in Greenville. Luke Rio, Steve Bodemer, Brian DeFonso, Adam Bodemer set to bring you all the exciting action here tonight, guys, as both teams will make their way out to midfield, flip the coin.
One of the interesting things that I always found about this place, Lucas, is you're not going to find too many more intimate football fields like what you got here right here at Stewart Field in Greenville. With the stands being real close to the field on both sides, you get a real feel of a real high school football game. I overheard some other members of the district talking. They just did some renovations here. They're redoing their track complex, which is directly adjacent to this. And they talked about the possibility of putting a track in around the football field. But they were glad that they didn't, to keep the intimacy, because, again, there's not too many high school football fields where you're going to get as close to the field being a fan or being up in a press box as we are right now.
And that's a good point, because you're right, there aren't very many. You see a lot of high schools nowadays putting in these big new complexes, and they're just really really vast. Excuse me. We just had the coin toss. Greenville won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so Titusville will receive here to open up tonight's ball game here. The officials are meeting at midfield. I'm not too sure what they talk about, and I'm not too sure I want to know.
I would like to think that they're going over their responsibilities. Let's hope that that's what the conversation is about.
Yeah,
I think it's, hey, where are we going after the game?
Yeah. Wait a minute, we're at Greenville. What place do we stop at?
That too.
Here?
And this wraps up our pregame show. We want to thank Larry's Auto Service and Thermofab for sponsoring the Rocket pregame show. Kickoff just moments away. Well, it's been an interesting night weather-wise, guys. Looks like maybe a threat of some rain, but nothing yet.
But so far, nothing yet. And I think I'm not too sure whose advantage, because I think coming in here tonight, I think you're going to see Titus will try to put the ball in the air a lot to try to compensate for the size differential in the offensive defensive lines. And I think Titus was just a little bit more comfortable throwing the ball. Titus so far this year, I thought, has had a pretty good mix, run-to-pass mix. And
especially in their wins, Steve, when you notice and they've been able to get a little bit of running game, those are the games that they've won this year.
Well, we're about ready to go here. They've got the ball teed up. Number 34 for the Trojans, Casey Ells, has it teed up, ready to go. Back is Corkland and Lamy, and that's going to come to the up man. He's going to catch it at about the 25, take it across the field to the far side, up over the 25 to the 40 to a nice return.
Luciano DeRose.
Luciano DeRose catches that ball on the near side, about the 25. He goes all the way across the field. Nice run back, gets to the 40-yard line. So Titusville will get the ball first and 10 at about the 40-yard line.
Yes, a good solid return there by, I believe, Lucci is only a freshman, getting some playing time on the special teams.
So Titusville comes out first and 10. We've got Todd Brown again, a quarterback. Easton Hogue, the running back, beside him. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Now they're going to change. They're going to bring signs to go to the right side, 3 to the right now. Todd Brown under center. Here's the snap, and he's going to give the ball to Easton Hogue, and he is met really quick, and that's going to be for about a 2-yard loss there. And that is number 44, Jacob Morgan, a 6'2", 195-pound senior for the Greenville Trojans.
Yeah, go to say just what you were saying at pregame there, Steve. The Trojans, a very tough team to run on.
So it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Todd is in the shotgun. They take Easton Hogue, motions him towards the near side. They're going to throw the underhand, but the wide receiver screen pass. And that is to Tom Rust, and that's not going anywhere. He might pick up maybe a yard, get us back to the original line of scrimmage where it's going to be 3rd and 10 now for the Titusville offense.
Yes, very good read there by the Greenville defense. I think just Tom Hancock wanted to see if we're going to catch him asleep a little bit.
Yeah, and I think so much of that particular type of play is so much on timing. If it's not crisp on the timing, it's going to have a hard time here. Titusville now with 3 men to the right, 1 lone receiver to the left, Easton Hogue, and beside Todd Brown in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right, throw on, it's dropped. Would have been a tough catch for Cody Sines. He would have been still a little bit short, so it's not going to be 4th down from the Titusville 40-yard line.
Yeah, and the Trojans put some pressure there on Todd Brown. Maybe wanted to, yes, you can see on the replay there, maybe got rid of it just a little quicker than what he wanted to. It would have been a heck of a play if Sines would have been able to hold on to that ball.
Yeah, one of the things you want to do here when you're rolling out to that side, the linemen have to hold a block just a little bit, maybe not as long as a drop back, but you got to slow them down a little bit to give your quarterback a chance to look downfield. So now it's Brady Corkland now back to punt. And number 6, Brendan Calvin. And I can't see the other number back to receive this, standing at about their own 25. There's the snap. Brady gets the kick off. It's a low kick. And it's going to bounce and be picked up at about the 22. And this is Brendan Calvin, and he's not going to get a whole lot out of that return. He's going to bring it down to about the 28-yard line. So Greenville now will come bring their offense onto the field.
Again, good coverage considering it was a very returnable kick, Steve. I give kudos to the Titusville coverage staff. They contained it real quickly, maybe a 6-yard return on after that punt.
That's what they got to do. They're going to have to gang tackle a lot here. Here comes Greenville. Now they're in this wing offense of theirs. We'll try to get you players in positions as best we can as we go along. Quarterback is under center. Here comes number 9. That's going to be Cody Nellis around the left side. He's got the corner, and look out. He might be gone. And it's, it's Michael Watkins coming across the field with the angle. to slow that, to knock them out of bounds, but that's a big, big game. There's the big play we talked about earlier.
Yes, and I think they may get an extra 15. Did I see a yellow flag on it? No, maybe that's just a leaf.
I think that's just a leaf. At least let's hope for.
I thought maybe it was a yellow hanky on the ground.
They got a pretty good run out of that. So now Greenville first and 10 now from their own 30-yard line.
That's a 42-yard run, Steve.
Cage Gladys is the quarterback. He's going to give it to, looks like Matt Crawford on the right side as they run that counter very, very well, and he takes the ball over down to the 15, maybe the 14-yard line, and that'll be enough for another Greenville first down.
Again, 42 yards on their first run, 16 yards on their second run. Obviously not the way that Coach Tom Hancock wanted to stop things out, but this is classic Greenville football right here.
This is what they do. They run one to the left and one to the right, and they're going to come right back with it here again. They will do this until you stop them. Number 9, Cody Nellis, is one wing back. Number 28 is Matt Crawford. He's in the backfield, and we've got a whistle. I think somebody jumped just a little early there.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
So things not starting well here for the Rockets on defense. 2 plays, 2 big runs by the Greenville Trojans. Now a motion penalty is going to back them up to about their own 20, so it'll be 1st and 15 for the Greenville offense.
Again, Greenville wasting no time. 2 big running plays into Titusville Rocket territory. Let's see if the Rockets can take advantage of this penalty, giving the Trojans a little bit longer distance to get a first down.
Still in a double wing. Here comes a runner in motion. They're going to the left side. They pitch it back to number 28, Matt Crawford. He's over on the left side, and a good play coming up there by Easton Hogue. He's going to hold him to a 5-yard gain. Not a bad tackle there by Easton Hogue. Of course, Easton likes to put his nose in there. He's not afraid to hit you.
I think that's a little bit of the wrestler's mentality going in there.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Trojan offense here at their own 15. We're in the first quarter, 9:14 left to go. Here we go again. This is Gage under center, and he's going to pitch it back, and they're going to take it up the middle. It's a quick cut, and he's going to be hit. Get about a 5-yard gain there.
I didn't catch a number there. Number 38, he ran earlier.
Logan Nosko with the stop. That's Nick Black. He's one of their leading rushers. Now, Greenville runs these 3 running backs, the 2 wings backs and the running back, all 3 of them very good, very hard runners. So Titusville now with facing a 3rd and 5 at just inside the Titusville 10-yard line.
And Steve, even though they don't throw the ball very often, they usually throw in key positions, and when they have, they've had some success.
And here they come to pitch again, the same play, only they cut it back up tight inside. And it's going to be close to a first down there. Looks like Nosko getting up off the pile, Hogue getting up off the pile there. And he's going to take a look at it and give him the first down. So it's now 1st and goal for Greenville at the Titusville 5, just inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, 5 yards each play, first down.
And much like we anticipated, Steve, just methodically going down the field. Titusville going to have to really tighten up now.
Greenville's going to use their big people up front. There's no doubt about it here. Under center, this goes to Nellis, and he's to the left side, cuts it up inside, and he's tackled just shy of the goal line. Couldn't see who was in there on the tackle on that play, but it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 1. And Brady Corkland coming in there quickly from his secondary position. Now it's 2nd and goal, about less than a yard. Crawford in the back, and it's going to go to
there's number 38,
Nick Black. Nick Black will get credit for a 1-yard touchdown. So really didn't take a whole lot of trouble or time here. Of course, the first big play off the start of the drive, and Greenville will take a 6-0 lead.
Yes, they went 8 plays, 70 yards.
And number 34, Casey Ells, is in for the extra point attempt. Gage Gladys is the holder. Long snapper, I believe, is Hayden Musser. There's the snap. It's down, a good hold. The kick is up, and it's good. So With 7:22 to go in the first quarter, Greenville marches down the field on the Titusville Rockets and takes a 7-0 lead here early at Greenville.
The Titusville Moose Family Center, number 84, is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
When you want brilliant color, gorgeous coverage, and an elegant finish that lasts, there's only one place to turn. Easy Care and Weatherall, made in the USA by True Value. It's not just paint, it's your personality. True Value. Start right, start here.
We're back at Greenville here. 7-0. The Trojans just took it down and scored on the Rockets, and they are now teeing it up here. L's getting ready to go from the 40-yard line, back deep to Rose, and I can't see the other number. It's how bad my eyes are. And we're set to go. So here comes L's. He's going to put the ball back in play, and it's going to be a little short, taken by a up man, number 88 for the Rockets. That's Platt Locke. And he caught the ball at about the 31, and he ran it to about the 31. So Greenville not putting the ball deep, and they're watching, I think, to see where we line up Mr. Corkland. They're going to keep the ball away from him.
Yeah, it certainly looks like they don't want to kick it at all in his direction.
Well, and that's what you want to do. They got a kid that's a playmaker. They realize that. They want to try to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible. So Titusville will start their second drive. Their first drive was a 3-and-out. They have the ball at their own 31-yard line. Brown in the shotgun. Now they bring everybody in tight. There's a snap, and it's the counter to Skylar McIntyre from the left to the right, and he's going to go over the 31 to the 32, but there's 4 or 5 blue shirts sitting there waiting for him.
Yeah, again, very little room to run there on that side. I know the Rockets have tried it on that side a couple of times, but again, not able to get anything going as of yet.
Second down, and we'll call it 9. Two to each side. There's the pass. Brown looking down the middle, and a throw across the middle to Skylar McIntyre, and it looks like he's caught that. That's a good catch there. The ball was thrown low, and it looks like Titusville's going to get their first down of the night as they get the ball over to the 42-yard line now.
Excellent play there by Skylar McIntyre. Got his hands underneath the ball, got the catch, give the Rockets their very first down of the evening.
So 1st and 10 now for Titusville at their own 42. Again, they've got 2 to the right. Now they're going to ping people in here, and they're going to go 3 to the right side, tight. 1 lone over here to the left. Brown in the shotgun. There's a snap, and it's a counter run, sort of. That's a kind of a wrinkle play there, but did not go anywhere. Number 28 is Matt Crawford, and he had help there making the tackle about 2 yards or 2 yards deep in the backfield, so it'll be 2nd and 12 for the Rockets at their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, it's they put Brady Kirkland in the backfield that time, see if they can utilize his speed. I don't know if that was supposed to be like a delayed draw, but the Greenville had it well defensed.
Looked like a delayed draw. Now we've got, again, 2 to each side. Brown dropping back the pass. He's taking a look. He's going to take off and scramble, and he's going to get across the 40, across the 45, knocked out to about the 46-yard line. Nice little pickup by Todd Brown there. Bring up a 3rd and about 5 to 6 yards for Titusville at the 46.
Yeah, I want to take a replay on this. I thought I saw a little stiff arm action there by the senior, and yes, there was.
That's a good play by Todd Brown, and we've watched him do that so far in this campaign. Is an effective aspect of his game is being able to pull the ball down and run. Titusville now facing a 3rd and 5 now, just over about the 45 to the 46-yard line, their own 46. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Hogue in the backfield with Brown. Brown in the shotgun. There's a snap, and he's looking to his right. The ball is thrown, and it's tipped and intercepted.
Yes,
we got one wiping off. We got one waving it off and one calling it. So going to have an argument here, I think. They're still waiting to see, and they are going to call it an interception. That ball was tipped. It looked like it was going to get through there, but it was tipped.
And again, you really can't blame that. You really can't.
Yeah, just a nice. He tried to thread it through there, and they got their hands on it, and a good pick off there. So Greenville now, here we go again at the Greenville 44, coming across this way is number 38, Nick Black, and he's on the right side, and he's got his way to go. And number 14, Cooper Lamy, brings him down at about the Titusville 27, 28-yard line. Another big run by the Greenville offense, and here it comes.
28 yards on that run.
So Greenville now first and 10 now from the Titusville 28. They break their huddle. We'll see what formation they're going to be in. Again, it's the wing. You've got Cody Nellis at the right wing. You've got Black at the left wing. Matt Crawford is the running back directly behind the quarterback. And there goes Nellis in motion. They're going to throw it, and he's going to be in trouble and sacked. Now they're going to bring it back. I think that was Skylar McIntyre coming off. No.
He was one of them.
It was Skylar McIntyre coming off of the left side.
Yeah, McIntyre made the first hit, and I think Easton Hogue maybe got in there.
Jason Oakes is there as well.
Oakes.
So brings up a second down and about 16 now as Greenville has the ball on their own 35. Good defensive play there for Titusville. They need that to try to slow down this offense. Here comes Greenville out of their huddle again into the double wing set. Under center, here comes Black in center, and now he's going to roll to his left, and he looks to throw, and he's got a man downfield. Number 7 is Andy Jones. He gets away from a tackle all the way down to about the 16, down to the 13-yard line of Titusville, and it'll be a first down. That's a good throw there by the quarterback, Gladys, as he heads his, looked like his tight end, Andy Jones, a 6'3", 210-pound senior.
And again, a little bit of pressure there at first from Titusville, but the Greenville quarterback was able to get out of it and find his open receiver.
So Greenville not afraid to throw the ball. They come back now with the wing set. Black in motion. The pitch to Black across the right side. Cuts it up inside, and he'll be brought down by Easton Hogue, but he'll pick up a good gain down to about the 6-yard line of Titusville. So the running game doing what it's designed to do here, and it is chewing up a lot of yards. We have 3:50 to go in the first quarter. Greenville up 7-0. Second down, 4 yards to go at the Titusville 6. In the wing. In motion in getting the ball is Cody Nellis from the right to the left. They like to do this. He'll bring the ball down to about the 3-yard line. And it's going to be close to a first down. It is a first down, so another first and goal for the Greenville Trojans, and their offense is firing on all cylinders right now.
Absolutely. And John Wiley, when he was coach of the Rockets, he called that play a boom play. He said, we got to be able to stop the boom play.
So again, in the double wing, Nellis in motion. There's a pitch, and he's going to take it up inside the gap, and they're going to put the thing into the end zone. A good run there, good blocking up front by the Greenville offensive line. Really, you're seeing a match there, and we're going to get some numbers here for you. Number 75, Adam Clark, is the biggest. It looks like the biggest of the offensive line, and that's who they're coming up by. He is 6'4", 290, and that is an example of what they have up front. The good size, and they execute very well. They're blocking.
Yeah, and it seems to be a tradition down here in Greenville. They always seem to find these kids.
So again, it looks Els to be lined up to kick the extra point. Gladys is to hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Greenville 14, Titusville nothing. 3:18 to go in the first quarter here at Greenville.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. With 60-degree days and 40-degree nights, we all know what's coming soon. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We have 4 models ranging from 43 to 68,000 BTU and very impressive burn displays. We also have added Yodel, America's finest cast iron wood and gas stoves. They are great heaters and add real beauty to your home. We continue to offer the full line of Lopi, Avalon, and FPX wood, pellet, wood and gas stoves, fireplaces, and fireplace inserts. We also offer Cozy King, Fire Chief, and Leisure Line wood coal furnaces and boilers. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
And we're back to Greenville here in the first quarter. Greenville up 14-0 on the Rockets. And they are getting the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. L's ready to put this ball back in play. So far, it's pretty much what we thought it would be.
Yeah, and again, Titusville having a hard time slowing down the Greenville running game. I guess the little difference between last week and this week is that these guys are scoring, I think, just a little quicker than Oil City was last week. Oil City, of course, being able to hold on to the ball, I think, was just as instrumental in their win last week.
Well, here comes Els. He's going to kick the ball. He's going to go to the left side, and that ball is going to go out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. That's a penalty, and it'll be Coach Hancock's decision whether to make him kick again or take the ball.
Well, that's interesting because really, if they do take it, and it looks like that they will, that will actually be Titusville's worst starting field position because they started their first drive at the 40. No, their second drive they started at the 31. So this it wouldn't be the worst field position.
So they're going to take the ball. It's like Titusville. Coach Hancock's decided to take the ball at the 35 now. So Titusville will put the ball in play. 1st and 10 from their own 35. And Titusville not huddling, going right to the line of scrimmage. They got 2 guys to the left, 2 guys to the right. Brown in shotgun with Easton Hogue in the backfield. And Skylar McIntyre going in motion to the right side. Brown takes a look at the defense. There's a snap and a handoff to Hogue. And no, I don't think Hogue had the ball. Todd not giving that ball to Hogue, holding on to it, and he's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, let's see. Yes, it is Brown who held on to the ball.
You're going to see a lot of blue shirts here. If we can't slow down the penetration up front, it's going to be a long night for the Titusville ground game. So 2nd and 11 now from the 34. 2 receivers coming to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Todd Brown again in shotgun, a lot of shotgun snaps for Titusville. There's a snap. Todd takes a step back. He's looking downfield, and he's going to pull it. Now he looks up, and he's got a man. It's Easton Hogue who's got the ball.
Nice play.
At the 45, and he's going to take the ball across midfield down to the Greenville 47-yard line. And little lucky break there is Easton to catch the ball went down to his knee, but got off his knee when he did catch it. Otherwise, he'd have been blown dead there.
Down at that point. Let's see if the replay has it. Yes, good timing there by Easton Hogue, just in the nick of time.
And Todd Brown does a nice job with the scrambling, but keeping his eyes open downfield. A first down for Titusville now on Greenville's side of the field. Again, we've got 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Tight ends on the right side. Brown in shotgun looking at the defense. There's a snap, and it's the counter to Signs, and I'm not too sure, but we'll see who comes up off there. Number 38. That is Nick Black. He just blew that play up real quick. Penetration into the backfield. A loss of 2 for the Rockets.
Again, he was in the backfield, as we see here, right? When he got the ball, when the Titusville player got the ball, he was already in the backfield. Unfortunately for the Rockets, that play didn't have much of a chance.
Yeah, there was no way Cody Signs was going to be able to cut that upside. That's a good play there by Black for the Greenville Trojans. So Titusville has the ball, 2nd down, 12 yards, about midfield. And I looked like somebody jumped for Greenville. It looks like Aaron Emmett. He is a defensive end, 6'3", 215 pounds. It'll be a 5-yard penalty for encroachment into the neutral zone. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 7 now. Titusville coming to the line.
Good break for the Titusville Rockets there. See if they can take advantage of it with the shorter field of getting the first down.
Titusville has everybody in tight. Brown now with the snap, drops back, throws it to the right flat, and that's Easton Hogue out there. He's going to be tackled immediately, again by Nick Black, but he's going to pick up about 2 yards. Yeah, guess it's going to be just a yard on that. This is a good throw and catch here by Titusville, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 6 yards.
And again, it doesn't seem like Greenville gives you a lot of space. It seems like on the pass plays, pass is completed, boom, there is somebody there, with the exception of the Easton Hogue play 2 plays ago.
They are very aggressive here. Now Todd Brown's going to come in under center. We got 3 to the right, Hogue in the backfield. And we got motion to Titusville, and Todd Brown's going to roll to his left. He's going to loft the ball up, and he's got a nice catch there. And that is
Chase Ackerman.
Chase Ackerman with a nice catch and a nice throw there. He's got the ball down to about the Greenville 21. It'll be a 1st down for Titusville.
Actually, let's see the replay on that one, Luke. Okay. One thing I like about this, look at that nice loft that he had on the ball. Put it in the right spot. That could have been dangerous. Good job by Chase Ackerman holding on to the ball, avoiding contact, and getting the 1st down.
So Titusville's got a drive going here in the 1st quarter. We've got 44 seconds to go here. Signs now going to the right side, 3 to the right, Todd in shotgun. Brady Corcoran in the backfield. They fake that, and as thrown and broken up by the defensive end. Aaron Emmett with a nice play on that. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Rockets.
Again, this kid, I don't know what his stats are on the roster sheet. He looked like a big guy there on that play.
6'3", 215. He's a junior, so he's coming back for him. Those are long arms on that young man.
Yes, I was going to say quite the wingspan. I wonder if this guy also plays on the Trojan basketball team.
I wouldn't be surprised. Titusville now 2nd and 10 from Greenville 21-yard line. Skylar McIntyre coming to their far side, 3 to the right, Brady Corcoran to the left. Todd Brown in the shotgun, ball's back, and he's looking left. He's got plenty of time. Now he's going to have to roll to his right. He lofts the ball up again to Easton Hogue, who makes a nice catch down to the 15-yard line. A nice pitch and catch there for the Titusville offense.
Again, I like the loft that he puts on the ball, so he allows Easton Hogue to get under it and be able to make the play. Again, not to be too picky here, Steve, but again, if he leads them a little bit, it gives him a better chance to maybe get by those 2 guys. But a fantastic catch and good, let's see, what brings it up to a 3rd and 4.
So Titusville facing a 3rd and 4 at the Greenville 15. This is a big 3rd down play for Titusville. They're just going to let the clock run out here at the end of the 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here at Greenville, 14-0 the Trojans, but Titusville on the move, has the ball deep in Trojan territory. We'll be back right after these messages.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
Stop into Donovan Bauer Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram for the best prices of the year on new 14 and 15s and certified pre-owned vehicles. We have vehicles coming out our wazoos.
Jeep Patriot and Jeep Compass up to $2,500 rebate.
We also have the Chrysler 300 with up to $4,000 in rebates and the 200 with up to $3,000 in rebates.
We have vehicles coming out our wazoos. Donovan Bauer Auto Group on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
And welcome back to Greenville. We're starting the 2nd quarter here. 14-0, the Greenville Trojans on top of the Titusville Rockets. But Titusville does have a drive going here to start the 2nd quarter. Will be 3rd and 5 at the Greenville 15.
Yeah, a couple of swing passes on this drive, both to senior Easton Hogue, have given the Rockets their most positive plays on offense so far.
So we'll see what Titusville can do here, trying to convert on 3rd down. Titusville 3rd and 5. This is going to be a big conversion here if we can get it. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Brown in the shotgun. Easton Hogue standing beside him. Greenville looking to send a backer, and they do. Easton picks him up, and Todd Brown tucks the ball and takes off on the right side across the 10. down to about the 9-yard line. And that'll be a first down for Titusville. So Titusville here has something going. They'll be first and goal from about the 8-yard line. And Todd does a nice job here. He just tucks that thing season opening and goes.
Absolutely, and he did not. This is the part that I like about it. He didn't hesitate. He saw his opening, and he hit it right away, got the first down, first and goal, Titusville Rockets.
So Titusville now with setting up their formation. Again, they like to do a double spread, 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Hogue in the backfield, Brown again in the shotgun. First and goal here. And it's a belly series, and Todd does not give it. Keeps it, tries to get up the middle. He won't gain anything. And it'll be second and goal from about the same spot.
I didn't catch a number. Maybe we'll see it here on the replay. It was a Greenville defensive lineman who closed down that hole real quick. Nope, it was a linebacker.
Linebacker coming in to fill it up there. 2 or 3 guys, and that's one of the things you'll notice. The Greenville's defense, they are very aggressive to the ball. They are not afraid to come up there quick. So Titusville now facing a second down and goal. Spread formation. Brown back looking to throw. Throws it. He's got a man open and incomplete there. I was afraid for maybe just a little bit it was intercepted, but he saw an opening to Brady Corkland. The ball just a little bit behind Brady.
Yeah, and yes, my attention got diverted there for a second, but he was open there for a second.
Yeah, he's got him. He's just a little bit behind him on the throw. That is Devin Solik on the play defensively for Greenville. So third and goal now for the Titusville Rockets. Again, 2 to the right. We've got Brady Corkland and Skylar McIntyre. Those are the 2 guys to the right. Rust to the left, and now Skylar McIntyre is coming to join. Or no, I'm sorry, that's Ackerman coming for trips to the right now. Brown back to, he's getting rushed. He's going to have to pull the ball down. He's trying to get out to the outside on the left side. He's going to get out there a little bit. He'll pick up some yardage, but we're still looking at about a 4th down and probably 4 from the Greenville 4-yard line. So it's time to play, Coach. What do you do?
Oh, my. Well, again, I think against a team like Greenville, if you're I think you have to go for it here, Steve. No field goals here. We'll see what Coach Tom Hancock comes up with here.
Well, you have to decide. I think, do we want the points here to try to keep our kids mentally in this ball game? Now, it looks like what they're going to do.
That's what they're going to do.
Ackerman is going to hold. Todd Brown will try the kick from the 11, so this is going to be a 21-yard field goal. The snap is down, the ball is up, and he's going to pull it to the left. He's going to miss it to the left, so Titusville with a nice drive late in the first quarter and early in the second, but they will come out with no points.
Yeah, I want to see the replay on that, Lucas. I don't know if he hit the ball bad or whether or not it was the snap. The snap appeared good from my vantage point. I really can't come up with it. Again, it appears here. Again, with the ball being on that left hash, it was a tough angle for him to kick it for. And unfortunately for Titusville Rockets, it's wide left. Still 14-0 Greenville Trojans.
So a good drive by Titusville. If nothing else, it shows that we can move the ball against this defense. Now our defense has to prove that we can stop their offense.
And here's the other thing. Since it's a missed field goal, the ball goes out to the 20.
And there's the pitch from the left side to the right side, and he's going to go over the 20 to the 25 to maybe the 26. That is Hunter Haas on that carry.
Catch a number on that. Number 24.
And making a nice tackle out there alone is Watkins for Titusville. That's a good tackle, open field tackle. Second down now, 5 for Greenville. They're going to come out. The double wing set. You're looking at Cody Nellis is one wing back. House is the other wing back. He's going in motion. They're going to pitch it to him, and he's going to come to the near side, try to get to the wide side. He's going to turn the quarter, get over the 30, cut back to the 35, and he'll be brought down at the 35. Easton Hogue coming out from the middle linebacker to stop him, but it'll be a first down for the Trojans.
Well, I didn't see it. We'll see it on the replay. I heard the Titusville coaching staff wanting a holding call. I didn't see it. I didn't see it on that particular play.
No, I didn't see it either, but it was a good run there. Again, they are getting corners, getting the edges, and turning upfield for good yardage here. Titusville's got to do something to stop this counter to the outside. Greenville first and 10 now from their own 35. Here comes number 9 in motion. That's Cody Nellis, and he's going to get hit and dropped for a loss. On the tackle is Jason Oakes, I believe, as he gets some penetration now, and that'll bring up a 3-yard loss for 2nd and 13 now for the Trojans.
Yes, it was actually Dan Stearns, I think, is the one who really broke that up at first, number 54. He made the runner have to take a slightly different angle. The rest of the Rockets were there to clean it up.
And that's what you got to do. You've got to try to penetrate on these counters. Greenville again now in their wing. House in motion. He's going to cut it up inside. He's going to get a little bit of daylight. He's going to pick up about 6-7 yards. He's going to take it up to the 38 for Greenville. It'll be a 3rd down and long now for the Trojans. Here's a chance for the Titusville defense to stop this drive early and get the ball back.
Again, you had talked about it. They're in a 3rd and 7 situation. Here's a situation where you want to try to make the stop short of the lead stick and try to get your defense off the field.
So Greenville again in the wing. Here comes Nellis in motion. They fake the pitch. Quarterback's rolling to the right, looking downfield, throws it to number 88, and he was open. And he got free somehow in the secondary. I think somebody blew a coverage there. Brady Corcoran on the stop. But he gets the ball all the way down to the Titusville 38-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down for the Greenville Trojans.
Yes, a 24-yard play there for the Greenville Trojans.
So Greenville on the move again in the second quarter. 8:51 left to go. 14-0 Greenville. 1st and 10 from the Titusville 38-yard line. Titusville having trouble stopping the ground game, and when they do stop it, they've given up yardage in the air too. 24 is House. He's one wing back. Cody Nellis is the other wing back. This is Nellis coming in motion. They're going to pitch it to the running back, and Dan Stearns almost had him in the backfield, but he's going to turn it up and get good yardage. Poor tackling there, and that is number 28. That is the fullback, Matt Crawford, and he did a nice job of running that. Stearns almost had him in the backfield.
And again, it's those missed tackles in the backfield. There's no other pursuit there to be able to slow him down further. Greenville runner finds a little bit of an opening, and as you can see, Steve, Greenville takes advantage of every little opportunity that they can get.
And that's a good hustle play there, though. That is Jason Oakes, who's a defensive tackle.
Timeout on the field.
Coming down to make the tackle on that play. So with 8:22 to go in the second quarter, Greenville 14, Titusville nothing. We stay in here, we go into break. We're going to stay here, I guess. I didn't want to say that I just got the finger from the producer, but I just got the motion that we were staying here.
Yeah, it was the appropriate one.
It was the index finger. It was the index finger. Everything's good. Everything's good.
Well, Greenville has things going on the ground just as we thought they would coming into this ball game. They've been managing to get the ball, particularly on the outside. They've been able to run this counter. And what we mean by the counter is that wingback comes in motion. He gets the ball, and he brings it all the way across the formation and then has a running alley up the outside. And I'm not too sure what Titusville can do here to shut this down.
Well, the one thing is they have to get some movement up front. They got to get some push up front. It almost reminds me, if you watch the old NFL highlights films, a lot of these plays are like the old Packers sweep. What we're looking for is a seal here. We're looking for a seal here, and we run the ball in the alley. And that's what the Greenville Trojans have been able to do.
So we're back here ready to go. Greenville has the ball 1st and 10 at the Titusville 22. Again, wing backs, double wing with a fullback, quarterback under center. House in motion. They pitch it to House left. He's going to the right side. He's got blockers out in front. He's got a lot of grass in front of him. He had a lot of running room there. He's going to take that ball all the way down to about the Rockets' 6-yard line.
Yes, that would be a 16-yard. That's consecutive 16-yard runs there by Greenville.
And in front of him on this, and this is what makes this counter so good, Alex Gentile, he's a guard. He's pulling. He's leading that play out there. And he gets out there. There really not a whole lot of people out there to block. So
no.
Titusville's got to bring some people up here. 1st down, 6-yard line, Greenville. Goal to go in the wing. House in motion, pitch to him. They're going to take it, cut it up inside. He has to delay a little bit. Titusville stuffs the line of scrimmage. He's going to pick up about 2 yards. He'll get down to about the 4, maybe the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal for the Greenville Trojans.
And again, nothing fancy here from Greenville. It looked like that boom play. They like to run it right down the middle, and they pick up 2 yards on the play. Actually, they're giving them 3, it looks like, but still, they real close to the goal line. 2nd down and goal for the Greenville Trojans.
Easton Hogue in there to make the tackle here. So Greenville now with 7:25 to go in the second quarter, knocking on the doorstep again. Second down and goal from the 3. House at 1, wing back. He's going in motion. They're going to give it to the fullback, and we missed him twice. Dan Stearns had him in the backfield, couldn't bring him down, and he brings it down, gets it all the way down to about the 1 foot line, so it'll be 3rd and goal from about a foot away. Greenville knocking again.
But again, Steve, they don't. You notice they rarely go down with the first hit. They find a way to keep those legs a churning, and he was able to get 2 additional yards because he kept his legs moving.
These are big, strong running backs here. Matt Crawford, Cody Nellis, House, and Black are the combination that they use, and that is
number 9.
Number 9 is Cody Nellis, the right wing back, coming across again, right to left, cut it up in the middle, and Greenville is going to now take a 20-0 lead with 6:41 to go in the second quarter. Defensively, I don't know what you do with your Titusville. You've got to, how do you stop this?
And again, without the penetration, without the penetration at the line of attack, it's going to be very, very tough for the Rockets to stop them.
Casey Ells now on the field to attempt the extra point, his 3rd of the night. Gladys, the quarterback, has the ball down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Greenville now takes a 21-0 lead. 6:41 to go in the second quarter from Greenville. We'll be back right after this.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has a reliable history of tradition and excellence in the community. They're trustworthy for all your needs, including pre-planning to ease your time of grief when the time comes. Garrett has served Titusville and the surrounding area for over 40 years, treating you with the utmost care, respect, and compassion. The professionals at Garrett are known for extending their kindnesses beyond the funeral. Garrett Funeral Home, now with 2 locations, 203 East Main and 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Welcome back to Greenville. 21-0 the Trojans up on top of the Rockets, and they're getting set to kick the ball off again. Again, it'll be Ells lining up. One of the things we want to talk about here a little bit here, these are the running backs here for the Greenville Trojans. Cody Nels, number 9, he is a 5'11", 180-pound runner. Matt Crawford, he's playing the fullback. He is a 6', 195. Nick Black, a senior, 5'11", 180-pound running backs. These are not small kids we're trying to tackle.
No, not whatsoever. I've one score to pass along, Stephen Luke. Oil City and Meadville are tied at 6.
So he kicks this one deep, and I'm thinking it's DeRose. He picks it up on the left side, and he's going to get a nice return. He picked it all up about at the 11. He brings it out to about the 35-yard line. So, so far, about the only knock against Greenville is the kickoff coverage has not been exemplary tonight.
Yeah, Titusville, if there has been a positive aspect of the game so far tonight, on most of, 2 of 3, they've been able to get good returns off kickoffs.
So Titusville will put this ball back in play here at their own 35, 1st and 10.
That Meadville Oil City game must have started late if it's only that score.
Yeah, considering what their score against Warren was last week. Oh, what a nightmare. I'm glad I wasn't the sports writer for that game.
I'll bet they just kicked off. Brown now in the shotgun. He's dropping back to pass. He's got a guy open. He's going to try to go deep to Brady Corkland, and he's going to overthrow him. It'll be incomplete there. Nice coverage there on Devin Solik. He must be matched up with Brady. Todd just overthrew him there just a little bit.
And again, the coverage was so good, Steve, that it would have taken a good play on Brady's part had the pass been a little closer to him.
Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen them. He does have an accurate arm. He can throw the ball deep. And Titles are going to have to start taking some shots here. 2nd and 10 from the 35, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Brown in the shotgun. Here comes Ackerman in motion to the near side. Rolling to his right is Brown, and he's going to overthrow Ackerman Not the best of throws there by Todd.
No, that doesn't happen very often from Todd Brown. And again, Chase Ackerman's one of the more diminutive kids on the team, and overthrowed on that. So we're looking up for a 3rd down and 10.
Well, that's a tough thing to do, too, when you're throwing to receivers who are short, because I tried to do that when I played in high school. And if you've got 6-foot linemen and you're throwing to 5'10" receivers, that can create a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, the window is not very big.
So Ackerman now is going to go to the left, 3 men to the left. Brady Corcoran comes out of the backfield to the right. So we got 5 wides. Todd Brown with the snap, drops back. He's looking downfield. Now he's going to break to his right as he keeps looking downfield, and he's going to throw the ball. He's got Cody Signs open, and it's complete to the Greenville 45, 46-yard line. But we do have a flag back in the backfield, and it looks like Todd Brown might be down.
I think he may have taken a late shot. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what the play call it. Yes,
and it is a personal foul, roughing the passer against Greenville, so that will tack on some extra yardage to the end of the catch. It was a nice throw here by Todd Brown as he escapes the rush here to the right side. And he does a nice job here, and that's a good ball there. It's on the line. You have to throw that one there. Nice catch by Cody. Good play there for the Rockets. We just have to hope that our quarterback can get up on his feet again.
Yeah, and I didn't see the hit, Lucas, on replay. Were we able to catch that? I saw it briefly. Let's check it out again. Now you'll see the Greenville. There'll be a Greenville secondary. Yes, he'll come into.
Yeah, he's coming up there quick. So the throw and the catch is going to count for Titusville, and that was a completed pass down to the Greenville 45-yard line. Todd Brown now is up and walking off, being attended to by the training staff for the Rockets. He will have to sit out one play here, so it looks like we'll have to find out who Titusville is going to bring in and play quarterback. They haven't moved the ball from the 45 yet, the Greenville 45.
Now this is interesting. Would that have been a play that is tacked on, or now that Titusville got a 1st down and obviously more than 15 yards?
Well, that's what I think Coach Hancock is saying. Hey, wait a minute, you guys have forgot the penalty here.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to discuss
it. They're talking about it. The 2 officials are going to discuss the situation here. But it's a good play for Titusville. Gives them a 1st down in Greenville territory.
And again, if they get the additional 15 yards, it'll be, again, probably their longest play from scrimmage for the night.
6:18 here to go in the second quarter. They're still discussing it here, and I'm not too sure what the discussion is. Titusville is coming to the line of scrimmage like we're going to play from the 45. They are still talking it, and now they're going to move the – now what are they going to do? Now he's moving the ball back a yard to the 46, and now he's going to mark it off. And that'll move the ball down a little deeper. We'll be at the 31 now of Greenville. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Not our deepest penetration of the night, but, when you're down 3 touchdowns, you'll take what you can get.
Absolutely.
Brady Corcoran now is going to move in behind center for the Titusville Rockets on offense. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Hogan stands beside Corcoran. He's in the shotgun. Taking a look at the defense, high snap, and he keeps a hold of the ball, and he's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to have a nice game down to about the 24-yard line, maybe the 23, so it's a good run by Brady Corcoran.
Yeah, good play on 1st down, positive yardage, makes it a 2nd and short.
And there's that read series that Titusville likes to do, that belly series, and this time he holds the ball, makes a nice run up the middle, so we've got a 2nd down now. About 2 from the Greenville 23-yard line.
Todd Brown back in at quarterback.
No, that's still Brady.
Still Brady. Yep.
2 to the right, 2 to the left. Corcoran now still at quarterback. Easton Hogue stands beside him. Now they're going to bring both sets of receivers in tight. Going a little bit tighter here. Corcoran with a snap, and he's going to fake both. He's going to roll to his left. He's looking downfield. Can't find anybody open. He's going to throw one in there, and it's just going to be off the hands of Tom Rust. Nice defense, kind of strung us out there a little further than what we wanted to go there.
Yeah, I have to believe that Brady wanted to get rid of that ball a little earlier. Tommy Rust did come open just a little bit, pass just off his hands.
And again, we've talked about this before. When you've got a right-handed quarterback and you're going to roll him to the left, that's tough to do. Now we see Todd Brown back in at quarterback for a third down, 2 yards. Brady Corkland is in the backfield with him at the running back position. We have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Corkland and Todd Brown now moving up under center.
No, he better snap the ball.
Ackerman's going to the left.
Better snap it now. They're going to get called for a delay of game.
There's the snap and a pitch to Brady Corkland, and there is nowhere for Brady Corkland to run. Number 28, Matt Crawford, and number 30, Zach Miller, just in there, just out of the linebacker positions. We're just missing blocks up front on that play.
Yeah, and again, it didn't look like I had a chance right from the get-go. But just as concerning there, Steve, they almost got called for delay of game. I thought for sure that they were, but they were able to get the snap off on time.
So the loss on the play is going to move the ball back outside the 25 to the 26. It'll be 4th down, 5 yards. Titusville needs to get this conversion. We got to keep this drive alive. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Brown back looking to throw, and he's going to tuck it and try to get it up the middle, but he's going to be stopped short. He's going to get down to about the 24, and he needed to get to the 21 to get a first down. So Titusville will turn that over on downs. Greenville will take over 1st and 10. He just tucks this ball. Apparently nobody open downfield. He tucks it, runs it up the middle. He's not going to get the yardage he needs. So 1st and 10 now for the Greenville Trojans, and the Titusville defense is going to have to stand tall. We have a timeout. Titusville is going to take a timeout here. We want to talk it over. The score here, Greenville 21, Titusville nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix Filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Plus, Bayless is your recycling center for your used batteries. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. And we haven't forgotten about you loggers. Bayless Fuel carries Oregon chains and bars, bar and chain oils, helmets, chaps, marking paint, and safety glasses. After you're done, clean up with Gojo Cleaner and Shot Towels. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel in Titusville is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Welcome back to Greenville. Greenville now with the ball, 1st and 10 in the second quarter here, double wing. And the running back in motion, the quarterback's going to drop back. We miss him there in the backfield. He's off and running. He's across the 30, the 35 to the 40. And we're at the 50, and they still didn't bring him down. Nice run here by the quarterback. He's going to break it. Nobody's going to catch him now. Down to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown there. And about the only thing you can say there for Titusville, learn to tackle, fellas.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Again, we had a golden opportunity, it looks like, in the backfield and a missed tackle. You had most of the Titusville defensive line and linebackers already behind the line of scrimmage, but unfortunately the quarterback was already 5 yards down, 5 yards away.
Gage Gladys, he is a 5'10", 190-pound junior quarterback. He's going to take that ball a long, long way. And, Titusville's just got to hit and wrap. If you can't bring him down, hold on to him, slow him down, and wait for help. And we're just not getting it. This is Casey Ells here for the extra point for Greenville. And snap down, the kick is up. And he is, finally they say yes, he's good. 4:08 to go in the second quarter. That was real quick. Greenville now 28, Titusville nothing.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Bill Eminger in Titusville is there to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway.
At Sylvan Equipment in Centerville, we want to take this opportunity to salute all Titusville Rocket athletes and those who take part in any and all extracurricular activities. We recognize your hard work and dedication to your school, your community, and your family, and more important, to yourself. While you're working hard on the field or in the classroom, know that the hard-working folks at Sylvan Equipment will be there to support you every step of the way. Best of luck, Rockets, from Sylvan Equipment in Centerville.
Back to Greenville here. Titusville, Greenville at Greenville, and here comes the run here. And this is Gage Gladys from Greenville here. We got two guys on him here at the 50-yard line, and none of them bring him down, and he continues on his way. Right at this point, it's over. You're not gonna catch this young man. You add the quarterback into the mix with the wingbacks and the fullback. We can't tackle anybody. It's going to get a longer and longer spell here. Titusville needs to do something to get a spark here. Ball's teed up. Here comes Els. He's going to put the ball back in play. He's kicking it deep into the middle. And it gets through Titusville. And it's Lucci DeRose picking it up at about the 1, across the 5 to the 10, out to the 15. So a little misplay there by the Rockets on the kick return team, but we do get the ball out to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Luciano DeRose did a good job of, first of all, securing the ball and then getting as many yards as he could before getting stopped, and just as importantly, holding on to the football.
Yeah, they kicked this thing right dead center, and both guys kind of like, you've got it, I'll take it, you got it type of thing. But so Titusville will start this drive at their own 15.
Now, unfortunately for them, this is their worst starting position of the ball game.
4 minutes to go in the first half, and Titusville is desperately needing points. Todd Brown in at quarterback in the shotgun, bringing McIntyre to the right side of the formation to give us trips to the left or to the right. Brown under center. Now McIntyre back in motion to the left, and Todd Brown rolls to his left. He's looking downfield, tries to force it into Skylar McIntyre. Well covered there by
Rockets with the ball.
Number, I can't read it. I think it's 15 for the Trojans. That's Indiana Keys, if that's the right number. Well covered on that play.
Yeah, you notice, Steve, that with the running game, it's really slow for the Titusville Rockets. I think that they have run almost fine. No, they did mix in a couple of runs on that last series. Obviously, going to the pass a lot more on their last 3 series.
Well, we figured Titusville will put the ball in the air, and it's 2nd and 10 now from their own 15. Trips now to the, well, we got 2 to the right, tight end to the right, lone receiver to the left. Brown looking over the defense. Hogue stands beside him. Here's the snap. Quick throw to the Brady Corcoran on the right side, but he's not going to get anything. As a matter of fact, he's going to lose a couple of yards on that quick pass to the outside to bring up a 3rd down at about 11.
Again, the pursuit by the Greenville defense, not allowing that play to develop whatsoever.
So they give Brady back to the 15. No loss in the play. 3rd and 10 for the Rockets here. Looking at Ackerman and Russ to the right. Lone receiver to the left. Here comes Cody Signs, and
timeout on the field.
Timeout by the Rockets. I believe that is their 3rd timeout of the half. 3:18 left to go in the first half. Greenville 28, Titusville nothing. We'll be back after this.
Are you looking for low-cost financial services at outstanding personal attention? Oil Country Federal Credit Union has been providing both to their members for 58 years. Oil Country Federal Credit Union truly can make a difference with a variety of financial services, including checking accounts with no minimum balance and no monthly service charge, generous overdraft privileges, Visa debit, and low-interest credit cards, loans, online bill pay, and more. And now, Oil Country Federal Credit offers the convenience of mobile banking. This powerful tool allows you to access and manage your accounts anytime, anywhere. It's easy to use, it's portable, and it's free. Oil Country Federal Credit Union is committed to offering financial solutions that fit your lifestyle. Log on to oilcountryfcu.org to find out more, or visit them at 1050 East Spring Street in Titusville. Your financial well-being comes first at Oil Country Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Back to Greenville. Greenville up big on the Rockets, 28-0. 3rd and 10 from the Rocket 15. Brown now in shotgun. 3 to the left. Brown looking over the defense. He's going to roll to his left. Looking downfield, he's going to throw the ball, trying to loft it into Cody Signs, and he's going to throw it actually out of bounds. Really nobody open downfield for the Rockets, so it'll be 4th and 10 for Titusville. And I think Coach Hancock is going to send in his punt team.
Yeah, you'll definitely have to send in the punt team here with the ball at their own 15-yard line. Again, good coverage there by the Greenville Trojans. They seem to have a player right near every single Titusville receiver. Really not many places for Todd Brown to go on that play.
No, number 1, Ben Reiser for the Trojans on coverage there. So we're going to punt the ball away here. 3:12 left to go, first half. Brady Corcoran's going to stand at about his 3-yard line. Punt the ball away. Brendan Calvin, one of the 2 Greenville Trojans, back to receive the ball, standing at about their own 45, 47-yard line. Low snap and a flag.
Yes, false start on Titusville.
False start on Titusville, so they're going to move it back and put their punter in the end zone. Not the best of places you want to kick from.
No, and it's certainly going to be opportunity here for the Greenville Trojans to get the ball in fantastic field position, and they always seem to have good special teams players too, so something else to be on the lookout for.
So we're going to try this again. This time we're backed up to our own 10-yard line. Corcoran again set to kick the ball. 2 Greenville Trojans standing at their 40 to receive the kick. There's a snap, a little better snap. Brady's going to get this off. It's a low kick to the right side. We've got Todd Brown down there and a couple others to cover it, and it looks like Cody Signs going to down it inside the 40, I believe, is where they first touched it.
Yes.
We'll see where they mark it. I think looks like both officials are going to mark it at the 40. I'm not too sure that's a very good spot there. That
not if you're a Greenville Trojan fan. You lost about 5 yards on that spot, and I can see the Greenville coaches wanting to say something to it. And I think, yes. Yeah, I think it looks like that's going to happen. The side judge is going to say, no, that ball was touched closer to the 36, 37 yard line.
No, they're going to stick it. It's at the 40-yard line.
Nope.
1st and 10 for the Greenville Trojans. So Greenville now breaking their traditional form, and they got 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. The quarterback will be in a shotgun. And at 3 minutes, 4 seconds to go here. Here's the snap, and it's a belly series, and the quarterback keeps it. That's Gladys Cage again, and he's breaking down over the 20, down to the 20-yard line. Titusville missing tackles, and there's a late flag, and I don't know what that'll be.
I think it's going to be a late hit. I think the case that he was hit when he was already down. I think that's what they're going to call on this play.
So Gage takes this ball, does the belly series that Titusville does, but he keeps it and goes around the right side and gets a good gain all the way down to the Titusville 20-yard line. And then Titusville going to help them out with a personal foul. That's going to take it down to the Titusville 10-yard line. Not really what you want to do. You don't need to help them. 28-0 Greenville, 2:56 to go in the half.
Hey, it is top of the hour. This is Titusville Rocket football on Stream Television and the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network, WTIV Titusville, WFRA Franklin.
Greenville now with 2 guys to the left, 1 guy to the right. Quarterback is in a shotgun. He's dropping back, and it's going to be hit. And, he gets rid of the ball. What a play there. Completes it to Ben Reiser in the end zone. Almost underhanded that ball as he was just about to be brought down by Titusville for a sack on this play. He'll step up into the pocket well, and I can't see. I think that's McIntyre that has his hands on him, but he sees Ben Reiser right there at the goal line. Completed catch, touchdown.
It's got to be frustrating for the Titusville defense to have the hand on the quarterback. Good athlete, was able to shake it off just enough, get enough mustard on that ball to get it to his receiver and into the end zone.
So again, the kick for the extra point is up. It is good. 35-0 Greenville on top of Titusville. 2:41 to go in the half. We'll be right back. right after
Anderson
this.
Physical Therapy wants to get you back to doing the things you enjoy. Your treatment is customized to you, addressing a variety of aches and pains, including post-op, sports injuries, arthritis, headache, and fibromyalgia. Get the Anderson Advantage in 6 convenient locations throughout the Tri-County region: Titusville, Franklin, Seneca, Clarion, Cochranton, and Albion. Call 814-827-8148. Stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. 814-827-8148. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has a reliable history of tradition and excellence in the community. They're trustworthy for all your needs, including pre-planning to ease your time of grief when the time comes. Garrett has served Titusville and the surrounding area for over 40 years, treating you with the utmost care, respect, and compassion. The professionals at Garrett are known for extending their kindnesses beyond the funeral. Garrett Funeral Home, now with 2 locations, 203 East Main and 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
We're back here at Greenville. We're taking a look at the touchdown play. You've got him locked up there, and he sees his receiver just breaking free across there. I mean, you've got 2 guys right there on him, and he throws that ball in there to the receiver right at the goal line.
And again, the
Not
coverage
much you can do.
Coverage wasn't horrible either. Just a good play by both the Greenville quarterback and the receiver. You just tip your hat to them.
So Greenville kicks off from the 40, going deep. This time it looks like Brady Corcoran will catch it at the 7. He's going to come over to the near side, fakes the reverse, up over the 25 to the 30 to the 32-yard line. So decent field position, but Titusville in a world of hurt here. 35-0, 2:34 to go in the first half, and Titusville's got to score here.
Yes, they do. To be able to keep this thing from running any further away, they definitely need some positivity on this drive. And I do have an updated score. It is now Meadville 26, Oil City 13.
So Titusville takes over at their own 31-yard line in desperate needs of some kind of offense here. The Rockets now have 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Brown in shotgun. This ball will go in the air. Brown with the snap, drops back. He's looking. He's got a man short. There's Cody Signs, and he's going to drop the ball there, and he was open. Could have picked up a nice 4 or 5 yards there, but he just dropped the ball, not watching it into his hands.
And again, yes, you'd like to see the guys make the play on that. That was open. Unfortunately for Titusville, incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
So Titusville, again, was 2nd down. They've got 2 receivers to the left. Again, they're double split. Brown in the shotgun, looking over the snap. He's looking downfield to his right. He's going to throw the ball a little deeper to Brady Corcoran, and it's just off his fingertips at the 35. Nice try there by Brady. Ball just a little bit long. Number 24, Hunter House with the coverage, and he was in good position there. Just a little bit long for Brady.
Now, again, how many times have we seen that this year that, Brady Corcoran, all he needs is just a little bit of separation on there. Fantastic effort, but unfortunately just couldn't pull it in.
So Titusville missed on the first 2 plays. 3rd and 10 now. Again, same formation. Brown in the shotgun with the snap. He's now going to tuck it and take off. He's over the 30 to the 35 to the 40, the 45 to the 50. He's making a move to the outside down to the 46-yard line of Greenville. First down, finally, Todd gets loose.
And I was reading in the Greenville paper, had a discussion with their sports writer last night. Their coach was certainly cognizant of the fact of Todd Brown getting a lot of yardage with his legs this year.
Well, you have to watch him, because that's what he's done for Titusville all year long. If he's not working well in the passing game, he can get you with his feet. So Titusville now in Greenville territory again for about the 3rd time tonight. McIntyre coming in motion to the right. And Brown holds on to it in the belly series, and he's over to the right side, over the 40, out to the outside, and he'll be driven out of bounds to about the 36-yard line. Be very close to a 10-yard pickup.
See where they spot it. I think compared to where the sticks are on the opposite sideline and the closeness to the 35, I think he has a first down. We'll see what the officials have to say about it.
1:54 in the second, and they're taking a good hard look at it, and
they
he's going to
gave
give the first down. So it's a 10-yard pickup for Todd Brown. Now Titusville 1st and 10 at the Greenville 36-yard line. Corcoran and McIntyre lined up to the right. Looks like Rust and Ackerman are going to be to the left. Hogue in the backfield, Brown in the shotgun. He's had some success here now late in this half. taking a look over, see what he wants to do. There's the snap, a little bit low, but he recovers. Looking to his right. Now he has to roll to his right. And he's going to throw it short underneath, a little bit low, but it'll be completed to Brady Corcoran at about the 29. Unfortunately for Titusville, that's going to keep the clock running. They're out of timeouts. 1:35 to go in the end of the half.
See that replay there. That was close. I know some Greenville, I saw some coaches on the Greenville sidelines didn't think he caught it. Titusville may have gotten a little bit of a break, but there is no replay in high school football.
Well, unless you're watching us.
Yes, absolutely.
Titusville now, second down, 4 yards to go, just inside the Greenville 30. Ackerman now is in motion, trips to the left now. Russ alone on the right side. There's the snap. He's going to roll to his left. Brown looking, trying to find somebody open, still looking, still rolling. He's going to throw it. He banged it off of somebody's helmet. I'm not too sure whose helmet he did, but he was at least smart enough to get rid of it and not take a loss.
Maybe his own player.
Might have been.
And again, Steve, talking about the replay, kudos for the place that you work, Oil Creek Plastics, bringing us this replay for all Rocket sporting events. We certainly thank Oil Creek Plastics for their sponsorship of Instant Replay.
So Titusville, again, still at the 29, second down and 10. Signs now going to the left to join the two receivers over there for trips to the left.
Actually, Steve, we got a 3rd and 4. It's a 3rd and 4, and that should be a first down.
Going to be a flag. We'll see whether or not they were drawn or whether they just crossed.
And nope, at the offsides.
Looks like Brant Miller for the Greenville Trojans, 6'2", 220 pounds. Once he started to get that body moving, it was kind of hard to stop. So that'll give Titusville first down to the 25, just inside the 25-yard line of the Trojans.
That describes me in the morning.
I bet.
Once I start falling off the bed, it just
you just can't stop.
It's a thunk.
That's gravity for you. Titusville first down here, 1:04 to go in the first half. Trips to the left. There's the snap, and he's looking. He's got a guy coming across the middle, and he's got it complete to the 20, to the 15. It's Corcoran inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line, to the 5-yard line, and out of bounds. So Titusville once again down deep in Greenville territory. This is a nice throw and catch and a good move here. We talked about Brady. He's got the feet, the quick feet that can give you a little bit of a lift. Nice run, nice catch there by Brady Corcoran.
19-yard pickup there for the Rockets. 1st and 5 at the 5.
56 seconds to go in the first half. Titusville at 5 yards away from pay dirt. 2 to the left, 3 to the left. Brown back, looking to his left. Now he's got to get to his right. He's got a chance. He's looking inside, and just missed. Cody Signs on the pass in the end zone. Just broke up there. Again, we look at the replay here, you'll see that as he rolls here to his right, he sees Cody coming across just a little bit behind him. If he'd have led that just a little bit, might have had the touchdown.
And that is a tough throw. Again, he was going to his right and then throwing a little back to his left.
So Titusville will go again, second down, goal to go, 5-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, Signs 2 to the left. That's where Corcoran's at the left with McIntyre. Brown now looking to his left, looking to see Brady comes in. He's going to loft it deep in the end zone, and it's just off the fingertips. Sulik on the coverage for Greenville. Skylar McIntyre, the intended receiver. And this was not a bad throw here by Todd. We have a shot at this just off the fingertips there. It's been like that most of the night for Titusville.
Yeah, it's so close, unfortunately, yet so far for the Titusville Rockets.
Give Greenville credit. Titusville receivers are not running open like we've seen in the past. Titusville now, 3rd down goal. Todd Brown under center. Taking a look. There's the snap and the handoff to Hogue. Easton Hogue, as he's going to drive in, get inside the 5 to about the 2-yard line. And that'll be 4th down now, about 2 yards to go. 30 seconds, clock is running. Titusville's got to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I don't think they have any timeouts left,
They're out of timeouts.
Steve.
Cooper Lamy on the right, 3 receivers
4th
to the
down.
left. Hogue now switches sides, goes to Todd Brown's right. Todd in the shotgun. There's a snap. He's looking He's got Easton Hogue in the flats, and it's a touchdown, Titusville. Nice play. Titusville finally gets on the scoreboard.
Again, Easton Hogue has been a consistent red zone target all this year for Todd Brown. I think just about every touchdown that Easton Hogue has scored, it's been on a pass play, and they've been inside the opponent's 20 when he has made those catches, with the exception of his 30-yarder against Sharon earlier this year.
And Todd does a nice job on this play as he looks. I think he knows that he wants Easton. I think Easton's the intended target, but instead of trying to stare him down, tipping your hand, he doesn't do that. And Easton gets lost a little bit in the right flat into the end zone. Titusville now on the scoreboard, now looking to go for 2. They got to spread out. Now in motion comes McIntyre. Todd Brown rolling to the right side. He's going to loft the ball up, and I think he held on to it. Nice catch. He did. Skylar McIntyre takes that away from the Greenville defender. That was number 38, Nick Black, in coverage there, but Skylar McIntyre took the ball, kept the ball there. This is a tie. But he pulls that ball away from him for the completion and 2 points. So Titusville on the board, 35-8, 9.9 seconds to go in the first half. Titusville here will have to kick off here. And this one will probably be a ground kick for the Rockets, but it's what Titusville needed, finally getting themselves on the scoreboard.
Unfortunately, it took them 3 tries inside the red zone to finally get the pay dirt. Yes.
Yeah, it does. But the nice thing is that as you go into halftime, and you've taken a lot of shots here, and then chops by the Greenville offense. The one thing you can tell your kids is, hey, listen, we can still move the ball in this. We can throw the ball. Todd's starting to zero in on receivers. Receivers are starting to concentrate a little bit. So we have been able to move the ball. Like I said, we've had 3 trips into the red zone. Unfortunately, you're right. Only one touchdown for Titusville. But Tom Hancock is not, he's not opportunities, for, and we missed a field goal. But he's not going to take too many shots with field goals, particularly now when he's down by what he is. So Titusville here showing a little bit of life here. 9.9 seconds to go, first half. Greenville 35, Titusville finally on the scoreboard. Plus the 2-point conversion, 35-8. It looks like Todd Brown will tee it up at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I overheard some people over here. Is he trying an onside kick? Well, yeah, if he's going to try an onside kick, you only got 9 seconds left to go before halftime. Again, you want to try to get any advantage you can get.
I'm not too sure that I'm that much of a gambler if I'm Coach Hancock myself. I'm going to kick this ball away, see what happens here, but you never know. Here comes Brown up and kick it, and it's going to be a ground kick, easily caught, and he takes a knee at the 37. Number 6, I think it is. Brendan Calvin, I think Brendan Calvin just recovers it, takes a knee. So Greenville has the ball at their own 38-yard line, 9.1 seconds to go. Enough time here, though, for Greenville
to take a shot.
Yeah,
the way that they've been able to move the ball. And again, their quarterback, as we can see, is very adept at breaking tackles in the open field.
And they all have. So they're gonna spread us out here. They're going to spend 3 receivers to the right, 1 here to the left. He's going to pitch it now to the running back. That's going to be Hunter House, and he's over to the 50, down to the 40, and he's out of bounds at the Titusville 40-yard line. 1.3 seconds to go for Greenville. So now you're a little closer. That shot to the end zone gives you a chance here. Nobody there on the outside. Again, Titusville having trouble closing down the outside. Runs them out of bounds. Skylar McIntyre with a nice job. Good hustle play there.
Now I think you're in a position to take an easy shot to the end zone. You're only 40 yards away.
Greenville now brings 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 running back. Shotgun snap, and he's getting pressure, and he throws it. He's got a man open, number 7. Got himself wide open into the end zone. Touchdown for Greenville. That's Andy Jones, 6'3", 210, tight end. And I don't know how that happens, but Greenville, with 1.3 seconds to go in the first half, puts 6 more on the board. Good throw here by Gladys, the quarterback. He's getting pressure. We're just not getting anybody to him. He's wide open. He looks like he beat Easton Hogue there. Cooper Lamy late getting over. 41-8, Greenville
Now, Steve,
That's very disappointing.
Very disappointing. You had your most positive series of the night, and again, Steve, I could almost predict that that's what was going to happen. Again, it's easier for us to say we're up here. We see things develop. But again, Coach Tom Hancock, I'm
you
sure
look
he's
at
not
this, though,
happy.
and you have to remember, it happened to us here. Now, there's another team we've seen that happen to. We were on the other side of the play, but late in the game, 14 seconds to go, homecoming at Titusville, Todd Brown paired up with Brady Corcoran, a little bit longer pass play than this for a game-winning touchdown at the end. So it does happen. It is high school, but you still have to kind of wonder how you let somebody get free there. And I can't even begin to tell you what coverage they're looking at. I'm sure they'll will get an earful come film session.
Yeah, and I wanted to play a little devil's advocate. That guy was a lot more wide open than Brady was against Grove City.
Now, Grove City looks like they're going for two. That's Black trying to get in for
I don't
two, and I don't
in.
think he made it. And
No good.
They're waving it off, so he won't get in. So the score will be 41-8 at the end of the half. Greenville ahead. And we will be back, Greenville High School, right after this message.
Anderson Physical Therapy wants to get you back to doing the things you enjoy. Your treatment is customized to you, addressing a variety of aches and pains, including post-op, sports injuries, arthritis, headache, and fibromyalgia. Get the Anderson Advantage in 6 convenient locations throughout the Tri-County region: Titusville, Franklin, Seneca, Clarion, Cochranton, and Albion. Call 814-827-8148. Stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. 814-827-8148.
You see our vans every day. They travel the length of our broadband network, bringing you the best services available. Our technicians and representatives are knowledgeable, available, and nationally recognized as being among the very best in the business. We're a regular presence in our community, always ready to lend a hand. We're Armstrong, a leader in the broadband industry, your friends and neighbors, taking pride in our jobs, and a real partner in making our community a better place.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Plus, Bayless is your recycling center for your used batteries. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. And we haven't forgotten about you loggers. Bayless Fuel carries Oregon chains and bars, bar and chain oils, helmets, chaps, marking paint, and safety glasses. After you're done, clean up with Gojo Cleaner and Shot Towels. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel in Titusville is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
And welcome to the Rocket Halftime Show. We'll bring you the sounds of the Titusville High School Marching Band. Titusville High School Marching Band performing here at Greenville's homecoming. This is halftime. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back to talk about the first half of play. Rocket football on Stream Television and the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network. This is the Cabinets by Curtis Thompson Run Tire halftime show.
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home has a reliable history of tradition and excellence in the community. They're trustworthy for all your needs, including pre-planning to ease your time of grief when the time comes. Garrett has served Titusville and the surrounding area for over 40 years, treating you with the utmost care, respect, and compassion. The professionals at Garrett are known for extending their kindnesses beyond the funeral. Garrett Funeral Home, now with 2 locations, 203 East Main and 303 North Washington Street, Titusville.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
When you want brilliant color, gorgeous coverage, and an elegant finish that lasts, there's only one place to turn. Easy Care and Weatherall, made in the USA by True Value. It's not just paint, it's your personality. True Value. Start right, start here.
Stop into Donovan Bauer Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram for the best prices of the year on new 14 and 15s and certified pre-owned vehicles. We have vehicles coming out our wazoos.
Jeep Patriot and Jeep Compass up to $2,500 rebate.
We also have the Chrysler 300 with up to $4,000 in rebates and the 200 with up to $3,000 in rebates.
We have vehicles coming out our wazoos. Donovan Bauer Auto Group on the Hightown Road in Titusville.
It's the Cabinets by Curtis Thompson Run Tire halftime show. We are at Greenville. Welcome, everybody. Luke Rio, Steve Bodemer, Brian DeFonso, Adam Bodemer set to bring you the second half of play in just a few moments. Right now, the Greenville Trojan Marching Band out on the field. A wonderful performance by our Titusville Rocket Marching Band. 41-8 is the score. Guys, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, it's just what we thought it would be at the onset of the game. It's whether or not our offensive/defensive linemen can compete with their offensive and defensive lines. And so far, that's a resounding no. You look at some of the sizes of these kids here from Greenville. You've got a tackle at 6'4", 290. You've got another tackle at 6'2", 220. Another one 6'4", 260. Guards at 210, 215, 220. We're just not that big. The other thing that I've noticed here tonight with Greenville is not only their offensive linemen big, they can move. They do have some athleticism. And, if you remember back to the Slippery Rock game, Slippery Rock had their big three, their center and two guards. All three of them 245 or 250 pounds plus, and they all moved very well too. And we had our hands full with them, had same type of trouble as we're having tonight. The other problem, and the other thing you look at for us tonight, we're just not tackling anybody. We're reaching with our hands, trying to arm tackle. You're not bringing down these kids with your arms.
No, absolutely. These guys seem to, Greenville seems to thrive on contact. They rarely go down on the first hit. Their legs keep moving. They get the extra yards. And then let's go back to what you said before about competing on the front lines. They have guys that are big, but they can move. Another reason why they've been able to seal off those edges and get those big runs going around the outside.
Yeah, right now so far, there's really not a whole lot you can say other than this for Titusville. The bright spot for Titusville, we had 3 trips, I think, into the red zone tonight. We've only got 1 touchdown out of it, and that's one of the things we thought we needed to do. And here's the touchdown, Brown to Hogue for the score. We need more of that. Obviously, there's no doubt about that. Here's the big problem now for Titusville in the second half. First of all, you got to kick off to this team. It's 41-8 right now. High school football, 35 points plus in the second half, and you have what's called a continuous clock. It's called the mercy rule. For those of you who don't pay a whole lot of attention to high school sports. And I agree with the rule.
So do I.
Except that the team that's behind, the chances of coming back are pretty much null and void. Now,
and again, they must have, I'd like to think that they used a little bit of arithmetic when they came up with a 35-point differential to put the continuous clock into play.
Well, I don't know, what 35? Okay, 35 points sounds reasonable. Okay, that's what Titusville's facing here. I guess my biggest gripe about the mercy rule, why did we have to put a mercy rule in effect? And if I'm a head coach and I'm coaching high school sports, I've got a team 41-8, and I've had control of this ball game for the most part. I'm going to bring my starters out here in the second half. I'm going to play offense and defense, one series at least, with my starters because I want them to get used to going in at the half, coming back out, getting right back into play again. I don't want to break that routine, so I understand it. After that, I'm going to start subbing kids. I'm not going to play some of these games that we have seen high school coaches in the past, and we've seen them at Titusville in particular where, I got to do this for this kid, I got to do that for that kid. I want this kid here, and I want this kid to get this record. I want this kid to have that record. In the meantime, I'll beat up on your school by 50, 60 points. That was the reason for the Mercy rule being instituted. My biggest concern is, why was that guy coaching to begin with? It is what it is. That's the way it is. But, here again, Titusville has shown at times we can move the ball here, not as consistently as we want to, but we have shown we can move the ball. But if they give up an opening touchdown, that clock starts to run continuously. It's just going to be a big mountain for Titusville to overcome.
Yeah, and luckily, Steve, most coaches in District 10, they're not into running up the score purposefully, okay? You get a case in point where, I'd like to think that most of the ones that I've met, but again, when you have your second and third teamers in there and they're still scoring against the first team, you can't tell them.
I have no problem with that.
You can't tell them not to play.
Part of the other side of that coin is, even tonight in Titusville's ball game, it's 41-8 Greenville. Hey, Titusville, you got to hit and wrap. You can't arm tackle. That's been part of the problem for Titusville tonight.
Absolutely.
Hopefully in the second half, we can get some shoulders to people.
All right, guys, second half action coming up right after this.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Bill Eminger in Titusville is there to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. With 60-degree days and 40-degree nights, we all know what's coming soon. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We have 4 models ranging from 43 to 68,000 BTU and very impressive burn displays. We also have added Yodel, America's finest cast iron wood and gas stoves. They are great heaters and add real beauty to your home. We continue to offer the full line of Lopi, Avalon, and FPX wood, pellet, wood and gas stoves, fireplaces, and fireplace inserts. We also offer Cozy King, Fire Chief, and Leisure Line wood coal furnaces and boilers. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
Going to run it. Cuts it up the middle, across the 40, the 45, the 50. He's out across the 45, the 40. He's got the 30, the 25, and he jumps a hurdle in the end zone. Touchdown, Titusville. Yeah.
I like that effort by Hogue. That's the second time tonight we've seen that.
Welcome.
Alrighty, second half action just about set to go.
Road game of the season for the Rockets. They're down in Greenville to take on the mighty Trojans. Our coverage is brought to you by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Warm Home and Hearth, by Bayless Fuel, by State Farm Insurance, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by Sylvan Equipment, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Oil Creek Plastics. Rocket Football also sponsored by Larry's Auto Parts, Cabinets by Curtis, Thompson Run Tires, The Blue Canoe, Thermofab, by Armstrong, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, and True Value Hardware.
Okay, we're back to Greenville, starting the second half. Greenville 41, Titusville 8. Titusville has a lot of work to do here in the second half. They want to hope to get back into this ball game. If nothing else, try to get back into it, at least make it somewhat respectable here. Titusville just hasn't done anything here in the first half other than the last drive there at the end of the half.
Yeah, and the missed field goal. You had the other opportunity inside the 20. Unfortunately for the Titusville Rockets, they just could not cash in. One score to pass along at the half. It is Meadville 26, Oil City 13.
Hey, real quick, just want to mention Jim Bodemer not here tonight. He had a chance to go out with his wife and your mom, Steve. They got tickets to see The King and I tonight, so he really wanted to enjoy that production.
Yeah, sure they did. nice. Unless The King and I is being presented at Susquehanna Township Football Field, they're not seeing it. But no, he.
Well, what do we got here? What do we got here?
Titusville is going to kick off, and Jason Oakes is going to kick the thing off. And Risen looking. Oh, he's got a sideline here on the left side. Here he comes, and as McIntyre's going to get him, bring him down at the 42 of Titusville. Not really too sure what that was. Jason Oakes lined up to kick the thing off. Not too sure what's up with that.
Again, I think that they just wanted a different look. They wanted to do an onside kick. But again, it went right to the Greenville player, right there, Johnny on the spot.
Brendan Calvin picks that ball up at about his own 40 and runs it all the way down to the Titusville 43-yard line. So Greenville
in prime position to get over that 35-point lead threshold there.
On the short field, in the wing, Nick Black, Cody Nellis in the wings back. This is Black, and he's going to be met. Skylar McIntyre and Easton Hogue both good penetration on that play, and they'll stop him for a no gain or maybe a short gain on that one. Nice job by the Titusville defense.
Yes, Easton Hogue, first man on the scene there for Titusville.
So they give him maybe a half a yard, but we'll still call it 2nd and 10 for Greenville. At the Titusville 43. Gladys under center. Now we've got Black, and he gives him to the outside. And he's got room on the outside, cuts it back to the inside. We got a flag coming in. He's still on his feet. Finally, Titusville brings him down at their 25-yard line, but we do have a flag. We'll have to see what that is.
Now, usually you would expect maybe a holding call, and it looks like it's coming back.
And it is. It's going to be a holding call against Greenville, so that's going to nullify a good run there by Black. And once again, tackling problems for the Titusville defense. Flag landed at about the 40-yard line. That's going to move him back just inside midfield. They'll repeat 2nd down. Sailing at 2nd down, about 16 yards to go for the Greenville offense. Again, same formation. No surprise there.
Break for the Titusville Rockets.
Gladys under center. This time it is Cody Nellis who's getting to get the pitch, come out the outside, and a good play there. Two good plays there by the Titusville defense. That's for Titusville 87. That's Rick Brown coming up, forcing him to the inside, and I believe it was Skylar McIntyre making the tackle.
Yes, and again, Brown being there first blew up that play. And now Easton Hogue
on the tackle, and that's one of the things that Titusville's had trouble to do, force them back inside and get flow from the inside out on their defense. So a little bit of a game, but it'll be 3rd down, about 14 to go. Just started the second half. Double wing, Greenville, Gladys under center. Here comes, and he's going to roll to his right, looking downfield. He's got a receiver who couldn't quite get his hands on it. That is number 88, Aaron Emmett, the tight end, just outside of his reach. So Titusville defense does its job with the help of a holding penalty.
And the help of a holding penalty, and again, a rare mistake here by the Greenville Trojans. The guy was open, ball was a little bit in front of him. It looked to me from here, Steve, it looked to be catchable.
Number 13, the quarterback now is the punter. That's Gage Gladys, and so far this young man's had a pretty good night here for Greenville. Going back is Brady Corcoran. He's standing just inside the 20. There's the snap, good kick. Brady signals a fair catch, catches the ball going down at about the 16-yard line. So Titusville offense will take over here. 1st and 10 at the 16. 41-8 Greenville.
And that is the first punt for the Greenville Trojans tonight, Steve.
Well, when you run the ball 10, 15 yards every time you run it, you don't punt the ball very often.
Absolutely.
Simple game. You got to get 10 yards to get a first down and keep your drive going, and they've done that very well tonight, just as we thought they would. Titusville opening up here the second half, their first offensive possession of the half. They've got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Easton Hogue standing behind Todd Brown. Brown in the shotgun. There's a snap. He fakes it to Easton Hogue, and he tries to bring it up over the left center of the line. He's going to pick up a couple of yards to out to about the 18.
Again, I like the decisiveness with Todd on this. He hands it off to Easton, found a little bit of a crack, got as much yardage as he could on the play. 2nd down and 8 for the Titusville Rockets.
So Titusville at least getting positive yardage here. Picks up a couple of yards. 2nd down and 8. You'll notice the Titusville Rockets are looking at wristbands. Their plays are signaled in from the sideline. We'll see how they line up here. 2 receivers. Nope. Now we got a tight end to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Corcoran alone on the right side wide. He's coming in motion across the formation. And they hand the ball off to Brady Corcoran to the left side. He turns it upfield across the 20 to about the 22, maybe the 23-yard line. Good pickup for Titusville. 3rd down now and about 3 yards to go.
Yes, and Brady Corcoran, I think he really wanted to string that outside. Give him credit. He saw, I'm going to get yards here. Take the yards where you can get them. Nice pickup there for Brady Corcoran.
And that's a good vision there by Brady. You know, the young sophomore running the football here. Titusville now. They're going to bring in 1 receiver, 1 to the left. Todd Brown moves in under center. Looking over the defense. And it's a handoff to Easton Hogue to the left side. He's going to be close, but I think he's going to be short. They're going to mark him short. He's going to pick up maybe a yard to the 24. So it's going to be 4th down and a yard to go.
Yeah, just not much running room there for Easton Hogue. He got as much out of it as he could. We're going to be just short of a 1st down.
For a minute there, I thought maybe he was going to squirt through there and get himself over the 25-yard line for the 1st down. Did not happen, so Titusville's going to have to punt the ball away. That means Brady Corcoran's going to drop back to punt the ball. 1 young man back there for Greenville to receive the kick. Oh, they tried to fake with Easton Hogue. He fumbled the snap, and now he's in all kinds of trouble. Down to the 14. I don't blame Coach Hancock
for
doing that. Don't blame him at all. But the execution was not there. The snap was supposed to go to the up man. That was Easton Hogue, the up man in the punt formation, just a little bit high off his fingertips. You don't know whether or not he'd have gotten that 1 yard or not, but now Titusville has a lot of work to do here. Greenville's going to take over 15-yard line, Titusville's 15-yard line. 1st and 10 in the double wing. Black and Nellis are the wing backs. Nellis is in motion. This is going to go to Matt Crawford, the fullback. He's going to get to the outside. He's got the edge down to the 5 and into the end zone. No trouble at all on that one. Touchdown, Greenville Trojans.
Yeah, and again, it's what Greenville has been doing all night long. Again, they get that sweep on the outside. They get the edge sealed off right here. Again, just like Vince Lombardi, you got your seal there, and you run the ball in the alley for the touchdown.
So Greenville, after the Titusville gamble, 4th and 1 from their own 15, and like I said, you got to do something to try to generate something here for Titusville. It just didn't quite work. Gives a short field to the Greenville Trojans. They take it in on 1 play. Now on for the extra point, KCL's. 47-8. There's a snap, good snap. It's down. The kick is blocked. Blocked by. As soon as I can get his number, I think that is Brady Corcoran. Came through the middle. I think it was Corcoran to block it. So 47-8, Greenville on top. 7:47 to go in the 3rd. We'll be back right after this.
Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center. At Sylvan Equipment in Centerville, we want to take this opportunity to salute all Titusville Rocket athletes and those who take part in any and all extracurricular activities. We recognize your hard work and dedication to your school, your community, and your family, and more important, to yourself. While you're working hard on the field or in the classroom, know that the hard-working folks at Sylvan Equipment will be there to support you every step of the way. Best of luck, Rockets, from Sylvan Equipment in Centerville.
Back here at Greenville High School, Greenville with a commanding 47-8 lead, 7:47 to go in the third quarter, and they're getting set to kick the ball out. This is Casey Ells, who's had a pretty busy night here for the Greenville Trojans. He's going to kick the ball off. It's going to go to the outman on that side, which is Lucci DeRose. He picks it up at the 25, over to the 30, up to the 35, and that's about as far as he's going to get. And we've seen a lot out of Lucci DeRose tonight as they've been kicking the ball short, trying to keep it away from Brady Corkland, who's the deep receiver on the kick return team.
Yeah, and when Lucci has gotten his opportunity, he's gotten as many yards out of it as he can. And we're talking about a freshman here. We'll be seeing Luciano on the wrestling team here coming up in a couple of months. He'll have 3 more years of eligibility for the Rocket football team. So
Titusville's going to take over here in the third quarter, down 47-8. They're at the 35. Again, 2 to the left, 2 to the right, waiting for the officials to blow and play. Here we go. Titusville now over center. Todd Brown in the shotgun. Now taking a look. There's a snap. He's looking to his left. Now up the middle, and he's going to try to take off with it over the 35 to the 40. Runs over receiver to the 45. He might be free. 40 down to the 35, the 30. Todd Brown's going to take it all the way. Down to the 5, touchdown. What a run by Todd Brown.
Absolutely. 65 yards, showing lots of power, almost like the Greenville quarterback. Not a good job at tackling on the sidelines there by the Greenville Trojans. No, let's see that again.
You're going to see Todd coming back, and he's going to look to his left, sees an opening and takes off, gets through that line there, and just
right there.
Good solid hit, just couldn't bring Todd down off his feet. And once Todd's free, like we talked about earlier, he's got deceptive speed. He's tough to catch. And he's going to take it all the way to the house. Outstanding play there by Todd Brown.
Great individual effort, showing every bit of his athleticism.
So that brings the score to 47-14. Titusville now will line up here for the extra point, and I'm not too sure whether they're going to kick it or go for 2. Got a young man coming on late and one going off. And it looks like they're going to try to kick it. It looks like this is going to be Brady Corkland now on to kick the extra point. Ackerman set to hold, and there's a hole in the offensive line. Now we've got young man for Titusville coming in here to fill the hole. There we go. That looks a little better. Finally, Titusville set
better
to
get
try
that
the
ball
extra
snapped.
Yep, there's the snap,
do.
and they tried to flip it, and it's a thrown. And that's we're going to have to do this again. The snap went to Ackerman, who tossed it over his shoulder. It bounces on the ground. Brady Corkland, the kicker, picks the ball up, takes 2 steps, and chucks the ball to a wide-open Cody Signs in the end zone. And that's pretty much how it goes, folks. I'm sure.
Oh, my.
I am sure, without a shadow of doubt, I am sure that's how Coach Hancock had that drawn up.
And if he did, I'm going to be playing football on Sunday.
47-16 now, Titusville.
Well, let's take a look at the last couple plays here.
Here it is, Todd Brown. He's dropping back, and he just sees an opening in that line. Now,
Love
Greenville's not
right here.
a whole
Boom.
lot. There's a good run. Puts his shoulder down, kept his legs moving, and that's one of the things when you're tackling, too. You've got to keep your legs moving. That tackler didn't, and Todd Brown breaks it. Like we said, once he's in the open, he's tough to bring down.
I got to tell you, he's been determined this entire game.
He has. He's done a real nice job. There's a lot of times, and here's the extra point, the bounce, pick up by Brady Corkland, and the lob, and there's Cody Signs in the end zone. That's just, I'm telling you, folks, that's just the way they drew it up.
Yeah, and look, even the Greenville players, they're like, you've got to be kidding me.
Any of you guys ever watched the movie The Replacements? You
yes.
see the John Madden, they boink, doink, doink. There it is. Here's an onside kick try again by Titusville, and they're not going to get it. It's going to be recovered by Brendan Calvin, and he's been fairly busy here. The last couple of kickoffs by Titusville have been right to him. But the onside kick, I understand. The problem is that you give Greenville pretty good field position. They're going to take over here at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, and interesting now, Steve. The Titusville Rockets with their score, they're down 47-16. It's only a 31-point differential. Mercy roll. There's no mercy roll right now.
Yeah, there
it's
is.
only a 30. Yes.
Once you break that rule, I think the rule is once you break that point thing, it just goes.
Then we'll see if they're executing it on the field because I've seen the clock.
I think
stop.
that's what I've been wrong before, but not often.
We'll check it
in
out.
the wing position.
He is a Bodemer.
That's right. Here comes number 34 now. That's Casey Ells, the kicker. He was from the right wing. He brings the ball up over the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Pickup of 5 yards for Greenville. We're seeing looks like some new jerseys in there for the Greenville Trojans. Number 10, this is Brady Kalchother at quarterback now. Hunter House is one wing back. Ells is the other wing back. House is in motion. The pitch to him around to the right side. He's trying to get the outside. A nice kick-out block there. He gets over to the 50, inside the 50, to about the 47-yard line of Titusville, and I think that'll be enough for the Greenville first down.
Yes.
And it is a first down for the Greenville Trojans. That ball sitting at the Titusville 47-yard line. 5:40 to go now in the third quarter. And number 51, who has Alex Gentile, he is a 5'9", 205 guard senior. He's coming out of the ball game.
They pronounce it Gentili.
Gentili, is that
yes.
what it is?
Yes.
Okay, well, Moses, forgive me. Nice play by Brady Hogue. He's going to stop him in there. That is Casey Ells trying to get through the left side, and Easton Hogue shoots the gap on that, brings him down for about a 2-yard loss at midfield now. Second down and about 12 for the Greenville Trojans.
Wasn't that a big hit for the Big Bopper? Gentili lace.
I think you're
things are going downhill fast here,
but,
folks.
But in your defense, Steve, there's a family in Corey that spells their last name the same way, and they pronounce it Gentile.
Yeah.
So little props to you
That's
there,
where
Steve.
it is. Here we go. We're still in the double wing formation. House in motion to the right side. He's going to catch the pick. Up
There's
through the
that
middle.
boom play.
There's 1, 2, 3. Almost a fourth one. Fortunately, Brady Corkland grabs a hold of him, but he's going to pick up about 12 yards, maybe 11 yards. He's going to be just shy of the first down for Greenville. Right up through the center there. 1, 2. We're just a step away from these guys. And again, you're reaching with arms trying to tackle them, and that's just not going to work against the running backs from Greenville. So it's 3rd and 1 now, 4:15 on the clock, third quarter. Again, double wings. House and Ells. Quarterback under center. House now in motion, a pitch, and up the middle it goes again. He's got the first down. He's looking for someplace to go, and he's breaking it down to the 30, into the 29, to the 28-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Greenville Trojans. And that inside pitch, that counter that they run, that can go wide, or they can cut it up inside, and they've been effective doing it both ways tonight.
And Steve, I've been watching high school football here for a lot of years. That is a signature Greenville play.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's the boom play that John Wiley talked about that was always so tough to stop.
So Greenville continues their march. They're inside Titusville's 30-yard line, about the 29. Again, same formation as they've run. And now Ells gets the pitch, and he's trying to take it up inside, and he'll pick up maybe a yard. Titusville looks like Jason Oakes and Stearns there for the stop for Titusville. He'll pick up 1 yard. Be second down, 9 yards to go. And again, this is what Greenville does. And it's very simple. It's just, this is what we do. We do it very well. Stop me if you can. And so far tonight, Titusville's had a lot of trouble trying to stop them. And this is a very talented Greenville football team here tonight.
Again, they have. It seems like that both them and Slippery Rock have separated themselves from the rest of the conference, with the exception of maybe Hickory.
Well, we'll see what happens there. We play them next week. Now 22 is the Canyon Ells. He is the wing back on the left side. He's going to pick up about 3 yards, get it down to the Titusville 25. It'll be third down, about 6 yards to go. Easton Hogue again with a tackle. A lot of new jerseys coming in there for Greenville, as they're playing in some substitutes to get some quality playing time, and good for them.
Yes, and also, too, I was talking to a couple of Greenville people before the game. I know that they do have a couple of offensive linemen who they were giving a rest this evening. So, we haven't seen all of the starters for Greenville tonight.
You got a big number 75 in it. That's Adam Clark, the tackle, 6'4", 290.
I think we have a
There's
timeout.
A whistle, and
timeout, Greenville.
Greenville takes a timeout. So 1:50 left to go in the third. 47-16 Greenville. We'll be back right after this.
Are you looking for low-cost financial services at outstanding personal attention? Oil Country Federal Credit Union has been providing both to their members for 58 years. Oil Country Federal Credit Union truly can make a difference with a variety of financial services, including checking accounts with no minimum balance and no monthly service charge, generous overdraft privileges, Visa debit, and low-interest credit cards, loans, online bill pay, and more. And now, Oil Country Federal Credit offers the convenience of mobile banking. This powerful tool allows you to access and manage your accounts anytime, anywhere. It's easy to use, it's portable, and it's free. Oil Country Federal Credit Union is committed to offering financial solutions that fit your lifestyle. Log on to oilcountryfcu.org to find out more, or visit them at 1050 East Spring Street in Titusville. Your financial well-being comes first at Oil Country Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
We're back to Greenville here. Third down, 6 yards from the Titusville 25. Greenville with the ball. 1:50 to go in the third. There's a snap, and it's a fumbled snap, and a quarterback is going to get tackled there. That's Dan Stearns there. Dan Stearns getting some penetration there off the fumbled snap. Brings up a fourth down and about 8 yards to go from the Titusville 28. Again, we're in the third quarter, 1:29 to go in this quarter. Greenville with the ball.
Have a score to update here in the third quarter. Meadville leads Oil City 32-20.
Greenville coming to the line of scrimmage now. Again, the double wing 22 Canyon Elves and Casey Elves are the wing backs. This is Canyon Elves in motion. The pitch to the right side. He kicks it up inside. Good penetration there by the Titusville defense. They'll take over. Jason Oakes, Easton Hogue making a tackle there and turning the ball over on downs for the Titusville Rockets. So Titusville doing a nice job here defensively on that series, getting a stop, taking over now. It'll be first down and 10 from the Titusville 31-yard line.
Just about 9 o'clock. This is Titusville Rocket Football and Stream Television and the Allegheny News Talk Sports Network, WTIV Titusville, WFRA Franklin.
Todd Brown in the shotgun. Again, we've got everybody split out. He's dropping back, looking to throw. He's going to try to go deep. He's got this one aired out for Brady Corkland, who has a nice catch all the way down to the Greenville 28-yard line. And that's what Brady Corkland can do. And we've seen that throw from Todd Brown to Brady Corkland in a couple of ball games. That ball is going to be caught and dropped.
The 25-yard line.
25-yard line. So a good pitch and catch there for the Titusville offense as they're going to go right to the line of scrimmage. 22 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
That was a 44-yard pass play, Steve.
Corkland to the right all by himself. We've got one receiver to the left, a man in the slot in the right. And a fake to Easton Hogue. They're going to try to throw back. Todd has to duck it. He's still got the ball, looking to go. Oh, he's going to go cross field. And he's got Brady Corkland open in the end zone. I wouldn't advise it, but nice throw, Todd Brown. Todd Brown rolling to his left. And one of the things they always tell quarterbacks when you're rolling out, the last thing you want to do is try to throw that thing into the middle of the field or back across the field. Todd Brown gets away with it here. Now it's a nice throw. But to his left here, you'll see the fake to Easton Hogue there. And he's looking to his left, gives a pump, avoids the rush. Now he's going to be looking here to his left and then stops, turns, and throws. And that's a long, long throw across the field. Brady Corkland waiting in the end zone for the touchdown. So the score, 47-22. Titusville now lining up for the two-point conversion. We're still in the third quarter. One receiver to the right, bunched tight to the left. Todd Brown in the shotgun. Ball is snapped. He's rolling to his left. He's looking into the end zone to try to find how he had one. He's going to tuck it and try to run, and he just kind of lost his feet there as he tried to turn it upfield, so he won't get into the end zone. So it'll stay 47-22, 7.9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Titusville showing a little bit of life, and of course we knew this would happen. This ball's going to go in the air because you're down this much and the clock's going to run continuously. You got to get chunks of yardage. You got to do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. I don't know where the coverage was on that play, but there was nobody with even in the stratosphere close to Brady Corcoran on that. And he took it in. Okay, here's the play beforehand.
This is the big play, setting it up.
Yes.
This is a good catch here by Brady Corcoran. That's not bad coverage. You've got two young men there from Greenville, and that's just a good catch, and we've seen Brady do that. And this here might be the scoring throw, the fake, and he's going to roll to his left. Now, again, they always tell you, do not throw this thing into the middle of the field late or across the field.
But look, there's nobody even
there's nobody there. Now, they got, you're dealing with high school kids. You see a kid rolling out to the left, they're going to rotate over that way. That's just natural. They can just gradually get to the caught in the center of the field. Brady did a nice job, though, staying on the right side of the field. And Todd Brown, we've said it before, Todd has a good arm, and he shows it there. So Titusville with 7.9 seconds to go in the third quarter, 47-22 Greenville. Todd Brown set to kick this thing off, and he kicks it. It's going to go a little bit deeper. It's going to go down to Els at the 15, over the 20. Up to the 25. He's got some space over there, over the 30 to about the 33. Brought down by Lucci DeRose, but a good return there for the Greenville Trojans. They'll take over 1st and 10, and that's the end of the third quarter with the score 47-22 Greenville. We'll be right back to the football game right after this.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
And we're back to Greenville, start of the fourth quarter, and we've seen some of the starters come back in for the Greenville offense. They don't like what they've seen so far. This is Casey Els coming up from the right wing position to the left, but he won't get anything on that. Titus will stop him, making it 2nd and 10. But as we thought a little bit there, you get a quick strike here, and a team all of a sudden that was comfortable decides we're not that comfortable yet, fellas, so let's go back to work.
Yeah, and again, I think a little bit of nervousness on the case of the Greenville Trojans. Like you said, Steve, I see a lot of starters back in there now, and looking to see if they can get back, if they can get a quick score.
And the other side of that is you've seen this happen before, where you think where coaches thought he's had it and unloads it, and he ends up biting him. So here comes, this is Nick Black from the left wing. He cuts it to the right side. He gets out to about the 39-yard line, a pickup of about 7. It'll bring up about 6. It'll bring up a 3rd and 4. And like we were saying, it has happened where, you sub a little too quick. Next thing you know, the next team comes back in. The thing is can your starters come back in the field, get momentum back on their side? Titusville now has to step up here and get a stop. So 3rd down now, 4 yards to go, just inside the 40-yard line. Cody Nellis, and this is Black again, I believe, as he's going to take the ball out over the 45. 38, yes, that's Nick Black now, his second carry, and he's got a 1st down for the Greenville Trojans at the 45. And here you see a whole bunch of bodies in front of that. They're getting good blocking at the point of attack, and they're flooding the hole with blockers, and that's what this offense is geared to do. So 1st and 10 for Greenville, 10-20, fourth quarter, 47-22 Greenville. Greenville taking their time. They're going to run some time off the clock.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see. They probably won't snap the ball until he sees the referee raise his right arm.
Under snap, and
nope,
here
he's going to snap it.
Cody Nellis, and they're going to try to go deep. He's going to throw it, and the receiver's got it, and he dropped it. Pick it up.
Nope, they're
going to say he dropped it. Andy Jones, the tight end, and that's a good play there by Greenville as Titusville's drawing everybody up, trying to stop the run. And the tight end, once again, we've seen this there earlier tonight too. He slips out, gets behind our defense just through his fingertips.
You know, my dad would say, he'd say, put it in a place where he shouldn't have put it. He put it right into his hands.
Well, the thing is about that, though, is that, even incomplete, though, with a running clock, it doesn't stop the clock. So it doesn't hurt him to throw that, and even if it does come incomplete. So we're back into the double wing. This is Nellis going on motion, and he's trying to cut up field, and he's going to get a little bit, maybe a yard. Easton Hogue shot up there early. And it's finally, it looks like Fry and I think Brady Corkland finally making a stop. And they run this from the right to the left, get some people out of there, but some nice kids flying to the ball there for Titusville tackling. That's the kind of tackling we should have seen
in the
all
first
game.
half.
We just haven't seen it. They're going to pick up a yard. It'll be third down, 9 yards to go. Greenville with the ball, their own, say, 47-yard line. 8:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Nellis and Matt Crawford. And the quarterback keeps it rolling to his left, trying to find a place open, and he's got a receiver.
Oh, wow.
There's another one off there. I think Brady Corkland just with enough coverage speed to come back and break that up. That's Aaron Emmett, another tight end that they tried to sneak out there. This is a good play fake in the backfield. We get a little bit of pressure on him, and we have been able to do that. Down off the field, I think Brady Corkland comes in there just at the last second, kind of disrupts it a little bit. Good hustle play there by Brady.
Individual effort, all athleticism on the part of Brady Corkland.
So Corkland now back deep to receive the punt. Greenville, there's the snap, and a little bit off, but it's okay. Almost blocked. Good effort there by Titusville. It looked like Jason Oakes. And the ball's going to bounce and stop at about the Titusville 21-yard line. Good hustle there to Jason Oakes, almost getting a hand on a punt there. So Titusville will take over.
And
at the 21.
Also, Steve, on that play, not only good penetration, he almost got the ball, but he did it without either running into or roughing the kicker.
That's a good point. Yeah, he didn't touch the kicker. So Titusville now, 7:33 to go in the quarter. The clock is running, 47-22 Greenville. Titusville with the ball, 1st and 10.
Got some scores here to pass along here. We've got Cathedral Prep leading General McLean 28-21. That game's in the third quarter. I'll have some more after this play.
Todd Brown under center. Easton Hogue in the backfield. And they hand the ball off to Easton Hogue, and he tries to get over the left side, but he's not going to get anywhere. There's a host of Greenville Trojans there to make the stop. One of the first ones there, number 19, Garrett Oberly, with a nice stop there. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 for Titusville.
And Meadville now leads Oil City 38-20. That game's in the third. We have DuBois 48, Franklin 21. That is in the third. Conneaut leads Bradford 51-0. That's also in the third. Warren and Corey are tied at 21 in the second quarter.
Titusville now 2nd down and 10. They bring the receivers in tight. Brown is in the shotgun. There's a snap. He's looking it over, trying to find a receiver. And he's coming off the second one, and there's a good hit there. That is number, can't read the number, but boy, did he deliver a shot. I think that is, it's either Matt Crawford or Nick Black. I can't see which one. 38. That's Nick Black. And, you can't really blame Mr. Rust for
not being able
to
hold
on to that one.
Not too many people would. Another score to pass along. Maplewood 14, Eisenhower 7, third quarter score.
So now Titusville with facing a 3rd and 10. They've not picked up anything yet, just over the 20-yard line, their own 20. We've got 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Cody Signs now slips into the right slot. Todd Brown with the snap, rolls to his right, trying to get away, getting to the outside, having trouble. And I think he stepped out of Brown. And good pressure by the Greenville Trojans. He stepped out way back by about the 10-yard line. He did have Ackerman open deep a little bit, but that was with the pressure coming down on. There's one guy that's missing, and there's the second linebacker as he tries to throw that thing out, and that's a good throw there. And at this point of the ball game, why not throw it?
Yeah, you're looking for anything positive there. Unfortunately, Todd ran out of real estate.
But it does show the strength of the arm that Todd Brown has. The Titusville quarterback I've said it before. I'll say it again. I haven't seen anybody better than Mr. Brown this whole year.
No, he certainly. I think at the end of the year, you'll find him on an all-star team.
So now we're going to punt the ball away. Brady Corcoran is standing at his own goal line. And we've got a flag, and I'm not too sure what the flag is for.
Too much time?
Delay a game? Delay a game against Titusville.
Again,
so that's going to put him 5 yards deep into his offense.
They've dodged that bullet a couple of times tonight, Steve, and this time it come back to bite them.
There has been a little bit of confusion, particularly in the special teams play for Titusville tonight, and I'm not too sure where that comes from. So we'll try to get the kick away now. Brady Corcoran now deep in his end zone. Going to try to kick this thing away. The snap is there. Brady up, gets the kick away, and it's a good kick. It's going to be off. Well, I guess it's a little wider to the far side than I thought. We'll see where they mark it. It went off his foot. Oh, that's really bad. That's worse than what I thought it would be. Greenville's going to get the ball at the Titusville 20. That's a pickup of maybe 10 yards on the putt, a net of 10. One of the dangers you have when you back up a punter deep in the end zone, they're so concerned about getting the kick away quickly that they don't make it a solid contact. So Greenville now going to get the ball at the Titusville 20-yard line. Clock is moving. We're at 3:45 to go left in the ball game. Greenville up 47-22. Greenville now looks like they've put back their second offense on this series. L's and L's of the wing back. Looks like, I think it's McCartney is the fullback, and this is to Casey L's the kicker, and he's trying to get around to the left side. He's going to pick up a couple of yards, maybe 3, brings up a 2nd and 7. Greenville, again, doesn't make any difference who they've got in uniform or on the field. They're going to do the same thing.
Steve, if I may, at this point in time, I want to give some kudos here to the staff at Greenville Area High School. Granted, this isn't one of the biggest press boxes in the world. However, they treat us extremely well. They have some fantastic food here. I mean, I think I'm at a family picnic, all right? I got the smells of everything that are so just wonderful here.
Greenville with a snap. Again, same play. L's to the left side, and this time he's got an opening. He gets the ball down inside the 10, down to about the 5. Just outside the 5 to the 6-yard line, but it'll be a first down and goal to go for Greenville. 2:30 left to go, and they do put on a nice spread up here. And I told the young lady that's running the press booth up here not to worry about it. Send the bill to Jim.
Yes, Jim Cum, expect a $200 bill.
Yeah, Jim Cum will pick up the tab. Don't worry about that. Greenville now, 2 minutes to go. Under center, this is the other L's, and he's going to try to tie the right side, right center of the line. He's going to get the ball down to about the 3-yard line. Greenville now with a 2nd down. Taking their time. Of course, they're trying to run clock just as much as anything, as much as gain yardage here. You have to give this team from Greenville a lot of credit here tonight because they took control of this ball game early from Titusville, and they really didn't give it up. Now, we had a couple of sparks where we showed some signs of life, but Greenville has really had control of this ball game pretty much from start to finish.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that they're well coached. They're really out of position.
Here it is again from the right side, and he almost makes it. Easton Hogue and Watkins shooting in quickly from the corner position to stop that play from getting in. And then at the bottom of the pile, that's Easton Hogue, and I think Jason Oakes was one of the ones to get off the bottom of the pile. So we're at 1:10 seconds to go. 3rd down for Greenville. They're at the 4-yard line. They might have lost a yard on that play. This is probably going to be the last play. Greenville breaks the huddle. L's and L's with the wingback. Number 35, I'm right, McCartney is the fullback. One receiver to the left. Center, or the quarterback under center, he's just going to take a knee. And that's going to bring it to 4th down, 5 yards to go. The clock is at 40 seconds, and they're not going to mark this ball for play anytime soon. And they mark a play here. So I don't know if they have to run a play or not.
Yeah, they will.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. They're going to take a knee either way. But they're waiting to see the timekeeper raise his hand, signaling you've got 5 seconds to snap the ball. And he's still looking at his watch. And now the arm goes up, and they take the knee. 6-5. So this ball game's coming to an end. The Greenville Trojans 47, the Titusville Rockets 22. We'll be back after this for the post-game show. Once again, Greenville 47, Titusville 22. We'll come back right after this.
Anderson Physical Therapy wants to get you back to doing the things you enjoy. Your treatment is customized to you, addressing a variety of aches and pains, including post-op, sports injuries, arthritis, headache, and fibromyalgia. Get the Anderson Advantage in 6 convenient locations throughout the Tri-County region: Titusville, Franklin, Seneca, Clarion, Cochranton, and Albion. Call 814-827-8148. Stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy. 814-827-8148.
You see our vans every day. They travel the length of our broadband network, bringing you the best services available. Our technicians and representatives are knowledgeable, available, and nationally recognized as being among the very best in the business. We're a regular presence in our community, always ready to lend a hand. We're Armstrong, a leader in the broadband industry, your friends and neighbors, taking pride in our jobs, and a real partner in making our community a better place.
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Plus, Bayless is your recycling center for your used batteries. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. And we haven't forgotten about you loggers. Bayless Fuel carries Oregon chains and bars, bar and chain oils, helmets, chaps, marking paint, and safety glasses. After you're done, clean up with Gojo Cleaner and Shot Towels. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel in Titusville is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8:30 to noon. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
And welcome back to the Blue Canoe True Value post-game show. Of course, the Titusville Rockets huddling up there just off of midfield. Final from Greenville. It's their homecoming tonight. Trojans 47, the Rockets 22. Steve, you and I were talking here and just trying to figure out the game. My comment was I didn't imagine this score. So, to me, that's some success for the Rockets.
Well, you look at Titusville tonight, and I think if you recall the Slippery Rock game, I think it was, 41-8? And Slippery Rock did the same thing that Greenville did tonight. The difference was Titusville could not move the ball. I think we got a touchdown late in that ball game. Here tonight, like we said earlier, Greenville, without a doubt, unquestionably in control of the ball game for the most part tonight, if not really for the whole ball game. We had a little bit of life here. We got a couple of big plays, particularly by Todd Brown and with the help of Brady Corcoran. But really, Greenville controlled this ball game in the first half. Even the times we penetrated into the red zone on Greenville, we had to have help. Some help with holding and stuff. So, a dominating performance really by Greenville here tonight. I don't know what else you can say other than the nice thing was you didn't see heads go down. You didn't see him start kicking at the dirt. You didn't see him getting slow off the ground.
Pointing fingers at each other. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They certainly did keep their heads in the game. They certainly played a complete 4 quarters. They made a few plays here and there. But again, Steve, we talked about, Greenville so well coached that very rarely out of position all night long. Strong front lines, was able to open up plenty of running lanes for their running backs, and unfortunately for Titusville, a couple of instances of where they could have tackled a little better. Greenville was able to break some tackles and get some good gains after that.
And part of that too, as far as the tackling goes here, because we're trying to get arms on kids or hands on kids. Part of that is due to the fact that Greenville's got control. Blocking wise, they're even on the edges and downfield, they're getting just enough of a block to keep our kids from getting a shoulder into it. We never really saw anybody here other than a play here or a play there, really get a shoulder pad on a Greenville running back today. The other thing that I thought was a little bit surprising was the passing game Greenville had. They weren't afraid to throw the ball, didn't have to do it much, but they did it enough to keep Titusville honest, and that only adds to their ground game.
Now, again, in talking with a reporter from the Greenville Record-Argus last night, they are very opportunistic, if you will, when it comes to their passing game. They didn't use it very often, but when they had employed it, they had gotten success. And again, Steve, they even left a couple of plays out on the field tonight. They had a couple of open receivers. The ball was there. They just couldn't make the play, or they could have put another touchdown up on the board.
Speaking of plays, here's the best of from the Titusville Rockets. You guys can take a look at some of this footage and comment on it.
And that's the scoring play there where we ran Easton Hogue out of the backfield into the right flat into the end zone. And here's the 2-point conversion, I believe. And this is a nice touch pass and a really good job there by Skylar McIntyre.
Yeah, he wanted it more. He wanted the ball more, and he went after it and got it. I can't wait till you show the other one, Lucas. Okay,
this is a nice play here by Todd Brown. He's going to step up here. And this is right here. You got to bring them down there if you're Greenville, and they did. And here comes the speed, and this is what we talk about. You can see 27 there. He's the last guy back there. He's got to learn to take an angle that doesn't allow Todd Brown to beat you all the way to the end zone. And this is what we talk about when we say deceptive speed. He had what he thought was the right angle, found out it wasn't. And here's this. This is a wonderful play drawn up by the Titusville coaches. The snap, pitch over the shoulder, bounce it once, pick it up, chuck it into the end zone. That's just a fun play.
Yeah,
that's just a fun play.
Yeah. Just looky what I found.
And this is a nice throw here. Todd Brown, I like the way he steps up to throw this thing, and this is good concentration by Brady Corcoran. And you can't say that this is a fluke because we've seen this throw and catch by those two a lot.
And he makes the catch.
And he makes the catch, yes. And this is a nice play here to get away from the rush. I may not be real thrilled with the throw coming back across the field, but he recognized it, and that's what we talk about, keeping your eyes downfield.
And I think Todd Brown is one of the few quarterbacks in this region that can make that throw.
Yeah, and we've said it before, we're down to 2 games left. We've got Hickory and we've got Maplewood, and of course Maplewood is an on-region game, so I don't know what Hickory's going to have quarterback-wise, but I'm telling you right now, for all by any standard you can think of, other than team record, the best quarterback in Region 3 is wearing brown and gold.
I know it's been, as a Rocket fan, as a player, as a coach, it's been a rough couple years. This year has been fun to watch, especially for those moments.
Yeah, and they've had enough of them, to generate some excitement in games, even this game like this. Now, we've had a couple of games where the Sharon game comes to mind where you didn't have this aspect, this element. And I think they probably pushed a little bit on that in the Sharon game throughout the remainder of the season. Fellas, you can't just put your heads down. You just can't call it quits. You've got to fight for 4 quarters. And Titusville has done that. Even the game against Slipper Rock, you were outmatched out front. Slipper Rock, I think, is a little bit bigger than Greenville is here tonight, particularly their big 3 linemen, their center and 2 guards. But Titusville never quit on that ball game. And, they took it on the chin there, but you could have seen it, various times throughout the year where Titusville could have just packed it up and go. And the biggest thing that comes to my mind is the game to Grove City. You took everything Grove City had, and don't get we're not trying to make Titusville look bigger than they are. Let's understand things here. We understand who Titusville is this year. We're going to finish in the middle of the pack, and that realistically is a goal, and I think they're going to accomplish that, to be honest with you. Grove City, we thought, would be a little bit better than what they were. They're having a down year. They're having some trouble. So it was 2 teams that were competitive, that were very much equal in talent and abilities, slugging at each other with everything they have. And the first team that would have given up would have gotten blown out of that game. Neither team did, and it made it to be probably the most exciting high school game I've been to.
Yeah, I was going to say, once they got that win under their belt, you saw a little bit more spring in their step when they've come out for each and every ball game. And it certainly gave them the confidence that, hey, we are better than maybe what our record indicates. And again, every single game since then, they've come to play every single night. Unfortunately, tonight, Steve, they ran into a very good, well-coached, well-disciplined Greenville Trojan football team. We got 2 more weeks in the season. I fully expect Tom Hancock and his Charges, they're coming home to Carter Field next week. I expect him to be ready to play 4 quarters again. But just one other thing, gentlemen, I got to get started here on some other work. Thank you for having me up in the booth tonight. This was a nice little change of pace. I like doing the field reports, but it was nice being up here and working with you gentlemen.
Well, it's nice of you to say, Brian, even if you're sitting there with your fingers crossed, but that's okay. We won't hold it against you. Again, it was fun tonight. Having Brian up here and having Dad down in Susquehanna and having me do the play-by-play. And I was telling you earlier, Luke, it's a completely different aspect to broadcasting. Because, you're sitting here trying to describe things as they happen. I'm trying to find numbers. I'm trying to find positions. So I'm sure that anybody who's just listening to this broadcast had absolutely no clue what was going on.
Well, that means you don't ease up on your dad next week. You keep
no,
razzing him.
He's got experience. He's been doing this for 20 years.
Well, we don't make him – no. Don't give him too much credit. Hey, listen, we got to take one more time out. We're going to come back and bring you the Corky's Pizza Family Video Player of the Game. That's next as our post-game show continues from Greenville. Final 47-22, the Trojans. We'll be back right after this.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow-motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
The Titusville Moose Family Center number 84 is a proud supporter of Titusville Rocket Athletics. And just like in Rocket Sports, the Titusville Moose Lodge is committed to working together to make our community a better place to live, work, and play. The Titusville Moose Family Center contributes thousands of dollars into scholarship opportunities for area students, in addition to supporting other nonprofit entities in our own backyard. Students, get involved with your community and make a difference. Good luck, Rockets, and know we'll always be cheering for you from the Titusville Moose Family Center.
When you want brilliant color, gorgeous coverage, and an elegant finish that lasts, there's only one place to turn. Easy Care and Weatherall, made in the USA by True Value. It's not just paint, it's your personality. True Value. Start right, start here.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin.
Thanks, Melinda.
Wait, I have blah blah insurance, so person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
You're not helping.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway. That's getting to a better state.
Bill Eminger in Titusville is there to help you anytime, anywhere, anyway.
This is John Peterson from Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. With 60-degree days and 40-degree nights, we all know what's coming soon. To assist you in your preparation for the cold weather, we have added several new stove lines that will give you the best selection in northwestern Pennsylvania. We now offer Harmon wood, pellet, and coal stoves manufactured right here in Pennsylvania. We have 4 models ranging from 43 to 68,000 BTU and very impressive burn displays. We also have added Yodel, America's finest cast iron wood and gas stoves. They are great heaters and add real beauty to your home. We continue to offer the full line of Lopi, Avalon, and FPX wood, pellet, wood and gas stoves, fireplaces, and fireplace inserts. We also offer Cozy King, Fire Chief, and Leisure Line wood coal furnaces and boilers. We feature 50 units to choose from and 21 you can watch burn. Yes, we are the store with more value and choices for you. Come to Warm Home and Hearth in Pleasantville. Pick out your stove, fireplace, or insert today. Yes, we have a fire burning just for you.
And welcome back to the Blue Canoe True Value post-game show. Luke Rio, Steve Bodemer, Adam Bodemer, and Brian DeFonso with you. And Steve, it's time now for our Corky's Pizza Family Video Player of the Game.
Yeah, there's a couple of kids here that we thought tonight that could do it here. We had nice ball games. We didn't mention his name a whole lot. That's probably my fault more than his. But Easton Hogue had, I thought, a pretty good ball game defensively. Tried to make a lot of plays for us defensively, and that was very hard to do. From a middle backer that weighs 160 pounds with some of the size of these linemen in the way they move. But I thought Easton played pretty well defensively for us. I thought Skylar McIntyre showed some signs tonight that we haven't seen in other weeks, particularly the catch and the two-point conversion, wrestling that away from the defensive back. Again, Brady Corkland had a nice ball game, nice catch there, setting up a touchdown. But I thought overall for tonight's ball game and for the effort that he gave us, numerous big plays. He didn't put his head down, didn't quit. We were going with a quarterback, Todd Brown, tonight. Again, for our player of the game. Threw for a lot of yards. I think he ran for a lot of yards. Of course, that one run was 60 yards, and that was it wasn't just nobody touched me, I'm going. He had to run through a couple.
He earned that.
Yeah, he earned that one. That was like we said, Greenville's not afraid to stick you. And their corner came up, and he had a solid shot at Todd. Todd took it all, bounced off him, and was gone. And used his speed then after that. So Todd Brown is our Corky's Pizza Family Video Player of the Game. Congratulations, Todd Brown, and a nice ball game, son.
Alrighty, we're home for the final two games.
Final two games, we stay at Carter Field, and I'm sure that Mr. Cum will have all things laid out for us, so that it'll be just wonderful.
We're ready to go.
It'll be nice to finish. It's always nice to finish the season.
It's been a rough. It really has. If you think about 3 weeks on the road to start the season for these guys.
Yep.
Some exciting home games on the road the past 2 weeks, and I think a game last week that was a little frustrating after watching the previous 2 weeks against Oil City. And then again, there's some things you can point out here that went well. There's some things that you can work on. There's some things that are out of your control at the moment. Size, weight.
Yeah, those things you are what you are.
Yep.
I think what you noticed last week and what you noticed tonight in particular was very, very slow start by Titusville, on both sides of the ball. We couldn't stop anything, we couldn't tackle anybody, and we couldn't get a yard. And I don't know whether that's just a little tense at the beginning, not real sure, not comfortable, or what. The last 2 weeks of slow start. We got Hickory coming up next week. I think that's going to be one of their focuses, is to get out quick, get out of the gate quick, so we're not having to play catch-up football. We'll see what happens.
All righty. Steve, nice job. For Adam Bodemer, Steve Bodemer, for Brian DeFonso, I'm Luke Rio. Thank you for joining us. And for Missy at the radio station, nice job producing tonight. We will see you at Carter Field next week for Titusville Rocket football. Our coverage here tonight brought to you by our good friends at Anderson Physical Therapy. Rocket football also brought to you by Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Warm Home and Hearth, by Bayless Fuel, by State Farm Insurance, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by Sylvan Equipment, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by Oil Creek Plastics. Rocket football also presented by Larry's Auto Service, by Cabinets by Curtis, by Thompson Run Tire, by the Blue Canoe, by Thermofab, by Armstrong, by Donovan and Bauer Auto Group, by True Value Hardware.
This webcast is copyrighted by Lightning Strike Productions and the Titusville Area School District for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this webcast without consent is prohibited.